It's
right.
morning.
Yes. And what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning roast, a very merry morning roast. And I am, of course, Sugar Chris, and with me, as always, is Mr. Sam,
Good morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas.
showing off his fancy merch like he does. And our guest for today is the man behind grave robbers, Mr. Mark Middleton.
Morning, everybody. What's up?
I hope everybody out there is having a good start to their festivities. I spilled water all over myself before the stream started.
Bob saying, "Do you own a clock?" Lol. Yeah, but we don't let it dictate our life.
Hey, I was only a few minutes late, okay? Just a few. I set it for like 11:05. It's 11:08. I may have gotten distracted a little bit because Red was streaming. It's okay. And speaking of Red, I got something in the mail. I got yeah, it was in my mailbox, a little thing in my mailbox here. Let me see. I opened it up because it's one of these.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
All
I wasn't
right.
expecting it. I don't know. I was like, oh, all right.
You didn't get one with your son's one or something?
I thought I did, but maybe I was supposed to get two. I don't know what that's about. And I also got I got something in.
And what's that?
It's God's Fury, Mike Murphy.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a little heavy.
Yeah, it looks pretty dense.
Yeah. Better cover that. It says thank you, Bruce.
Nice.
That's great. I'm really excited about that. So Christmas came early for me.
lucky.
Let's see. Oh, we have Mr. Feed with us. Is oh my stream caption Red and Sugar. That's right. I had to nope out to do the stream, so I didn't get to finish watching Red. Pop says you do not have to lie to us for every show. Just say 11-ish in the title.
The metaverse will not control us.
Yeah, I show up when I want to.
There you go.
A wizard is always on time. Or whatever Gandalf says. What is that? What is that? Well, what?
That's some
That's-
Russian
that-
stuff.
Yeah,
That
must be
looks
a
like
bot
a bot.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I? I'm gonna block him. There we go. There we
Take
go.
that, I don't know.
No, my
I can't
bad.
read that.
Go saying backer number 175, Chris. You owe me a Shania Twain song.
What is it with the Shania Twain songs?
I don't know. Maybe it's gonna replace the Sugar Rush. Every time somebody gets a thing, you have to sing a Shania Twain song.
Gosh dang it! I forgot to turn this off. No.
Da, 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 da.
Oh God! Now all the notifications are coming. Shut up! Shut up! Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Okay. There we go.
And how does that make you feel, Chris?
Hush up. I got it. We're good.
Ah, fuck! You saw the setup.
Let's see. Wait, 175 to what? To grave robbers?
Probably.
I don't know because I didn't have it brought up yet.
Oh, shit.
I'm sure Mark can tell us.
I think maybe.
There you go.
Oh, they've updated their terms of use.
That's correct. They actually, yeah. I guess you do owe him a Shania Twain song. Thank you, by the way, for backing.
Come
I'll
on.
put that up. Hey, you're almost up to 7,800. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of shooting for about 8 is where I was kind of hoping to end the campaign at, but you know, it's pretty cool seeing it up as high as it got. I mean, I was really kind of blown away by how much support I ended up getting on this. So yeah, I mean, it's been an awesome ride. I'm gonna close out the stream on the 31st of next month. That'll be I started in November of last year. So, and I think my 60 days ended in January, the end of January of this year. So I was going to run it all the way till the end of January next year to get the full year. And once we close that out, I'm going to start working on Grave Robbers too. So
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
You got anybody set up to close out that stream?
Not yet. I was actually thinking about having you close it out because I actually started with you. So
What?
yeah, yeah. But I figured we'd talk about it a little more some other time. But I've been kind of just piecing it together as I go.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for everybody in the chat, uh, in the future when that old Sasuke lover Johnny Cage sees this, I did read Grave Robbers. Thank everybody. It was glorious. I loved it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very well
Awesome.
done.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed like the writing, the pace. Everything was enough to get me so. There was enough there to get me invested in the characters and the story. It was still with plenty of action. It was nice and balanced. Well,
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I was really hoping to make a good story that would get people to come back and would entertain. And I'm trying to build something I'm trying to build a narrative so that way the first comic has a decent amount of action and stuff like that, and pretty good story, but it like builds over time. So with this one, Welcome to Hellhole being the first comic, and then obviously with if you've read the book, the next book's going to be called Showdown at the Grinning Devil. But it kind of just builds as it goes, and it's going to have this story particularly has about 5 comics, and then I'm going to move on to another one. But with this, it's going to be it's going to just kind of grow. Like the action's going to get more and more intense. The next book, I've expanded the page amount, I think, by 2 or 3 pages, and it's just, I mean, the next book's going to be pure action. But with this one, I wanted to make sure that it had all of the beats, and I wanted to have all of the you know all of the elements and stuff like that that people enjoy. I wanted to make sure that this was like, Stan Lee used to talk about how every comic is somebody's first comic, and I don't know how much of that he actually applied, but he wanted to do this thing where you would pick up the comic and it would just be like you could read it and you could know what's happening and you could enjoy it. And with this being the first comic and everything, that's easy. But I definitely want to continue doing that as well. So
I am a big fan of that. I guess you'd say ideology or whatever you want to call philosophy. There we go.
sure.
Because that was my life growing up. Everything
man.
I never had anything in order, so but luckily I never had to, because for the most part I understood the story, because every book was like that, that I'd pick up, those older comics. It was like, oh, I'm gonna pick up, I don't know, Captain America.
Yeah, you're just stuck with a whole bunch of plot holes.
I never had that problem. I don't know what you're talking about, though.
That's the thing. You don't know because you're having plot problems.
But growing up, it was true for me too, because like I basically bought comic books out of my couch cushion. I would go through my couches and the love seat in my living room, and I would find change. And back then, a comic book was like $1.25. Like the first comic I bought was, I think it was X-Men number 14 or something like that. When they relaunched it in the '90s and stuff, and it was just X-Men, no Uncanny.
Hmm.
It was during the whole thing with Strife and the Age of Apocalypse and stuff like that. Um, it was the first comic I bought, and it was only like a $1.25 plus a couple of pennies for tax. And I mean, back then that was stuff like I found 5 quarters and I was good to go. You know, so it was. I mean that's kind of what I relate to is that idea of being able to grab a comic and saying, okay, this is enjoyable regardless of what happened before it or what happened after it. So it's something interesting that keeps you coming back, and I kind of want to keep doing that with Grave Robbers. I want to people can go back and they can read the first comic and they can get the background and stuff. But it's like I said, I want to just kind of build over time and make it enjoyable. And it's a good book. I was really proud of this one. I mean, coming out of the gate, we did pretty good, and I think you know it's been an awesome campaign, and it's been really really cool seeing all the people backing it. And I can't be any more grateful. I mean, it's really incredible. I'm really really happy with the turnout and you know the amount of attention it's gotten.
Yeah, I mean, especially for like a first time guy with his first ever project, and everything. That's a nice solid amount to raise. A lot of guys they struggle to get past that like first hurdle of like 1,000 or two
Yeah,
thousand.
it's very true. I've seen a lot of people that haven't made it, and I'm really grateful. Like I said, I'm really happy with the amount of backers that I've gotten and the success that Grave Robbers has seen. And yeah, I mean it's still selling. We've still got I think after El Gargoyle, I think he got 2 books. So I think we're down to 16 books plus the 4 damaged books. So there's definitely still a few books to go. But yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm blown away by the amount of support it's gotten. It's really humbling.
Hmm.
So I'm very very proud of it. And it's a fantastic book. It's got tons of gore in it. It's got tons of actually, I don't know if you know you saw it or not, but in the book you made your appearance, and we had a pretty messy scene with you in it. So if
Oh,
anybody out there's listening,
can you
we
stop,
got
Chris?
a we got a hell of a scene with Chris in it. So yeah. I think that's something I'm going to carry on to book 2 as well. Get killed in grave robbers. I want to make that kind of a tradition. So, yeah.
Oh, if it's the style here, lots of people dying.
Well, Rob, passion for drawing. Right there. That's him right there on the left.
Hmm.
Yeah, he killed himself in the book, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah,
That's always nice little touches.
isn't it? It's the little Easter eggs that make it worth reading.
Yeah, and I think as long as they're small cameos, kind of like that, I don't think it'll take away from immersion or anything. So
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah, as long as it's not over the top and
Yeah.
it looks good. I've seen some people that have put their they put images and stuff like that in there, especially with mainstream comics. They try to add people in, and it
Hmm.
just ends up looking terrible. Like I think there was a comic book. What was it? It was the Star Trek Discovery, or not Discovery, the Picard show. They tried to do a comic book for it, and one one of the covers is actually it's a drawn cover, and then they photoshopped Picard, like Patrick Stewart's head, onto the cover, and they just tried to blend it, and it looks terrible. It
Oh
looks
Lord.
terrible, and it's just like why would you do that?
Like,
But
are they that cheap that they're not really hiring good artists, or
I
or are
think
they just
so.
lazy?
I think that's what it
They
is. I
don't
think
want
they're
to.
just straight up lazy. I
They don't
think that
want to
it's
pay shit.
yeah, they don't pay shit and it's lazy, you know?
Wow,
And it's
that's
something that, and it's something that they've been pushing for a long time. that people have no more respect for the actual art of the thing.
That's true too. That's very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have the respect anymore for it. You look back in like the 80s and the 70s and stuff like that, and the comics that they would put out were, I mean, they were very high quality. It was an art
Hmm.
form. You look at Kirby. I mean, Kirby was a god. The ironic thing was that he was creating gods in his comics, but the man himself was, he, we a lot of people don't give Kirby the respect he deserves because I mean that man created comic books as we understand them in the United States.
Yeah. And they ripped the
Right.
fuck out of him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the
Still,
Eternals
still to
movie.
still to this day, those two companies are there and living off what he created,
Yeah, absolutely. They're
and
riding on his
the
coattails.
family gets nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're trying
But
to
now they
sue.
do. Now
Yeah,
they
oh, that's
now
good.
they do. Yeah, now they do.
That's
Since
good.
the Disney bought them, they're giving them a little bit of reward, and he got recognized as creator, but still no rights.
Well, that's what they're trying to do with Stan Lee's kids now, right? They're
Uh huh.
trying to sue them and take all their stuff away from them, so they don't get any of the royalties anymore.
Yep.
And that's just
Look what they did to the guy, the co-creator of Ghost Rider.
yeah. Wow, he can't even draw Ghost Rider conventions anymore.
And the guy was
What?
the guy
Yeah.
was on his dying bed. He was asking for money, asking for some rights. So they decided he was suing them. So they decided to bash him over the head and finish him off.
Yep.
I think that's something that people nowadays have seemingly forgot. Like everybody's so caught up in this
Yeah,
like
that's what
virtue
they want.
signaling and virtuous marketing that they forget that corporations don't care about
No.
people. They don't give
But
a shit. They just
that's
care
what
about
they
money.
wanted. That's the entire fucking thing. It's like, dude, I remember that the fucking word SJW, social justice warrior, meant that you were one of those fucking internet guys that was trying to find bring down the corporation and governmental, That's what it was. And it got turned into their fucking shills for them.
Yeah. Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's the ironic. It's like the Janine Garofalo syndrome, is what I call it. The idea. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Edwin? But yeah, it's the Janine. What I call it the Janine Garofalo syndrome is that they work for corporations. They make their bread and butter off of corporations. At the same time, they champion the cause against corporations. Like she's been in movies and stuff like that. That's kind of why I call it that. Is that she did that herself. The hypocrite kind of thing. And it's you see all these people like I mean I don't know any of them off the top of my head on Twitter, but all of these SJWs that'll sit and they'll call Comicsgate and indie comics and stuff like that. They'll call them racist, bigoted. What was that one guy, Max Brooks? Is that who's doing it now? I can't remember his name.
Dude,
I think that's the latest one.
that guy gave me a fucking brain aneurysm yesterday. Like
Yeah.
I saw people like mentioning his name, like, who the fuck's Matt Brooks? Like I know Matt Brooks. Matt Brooks.
Is it Matt?
No, I know Matt Brooks from the Wildstorm years, right? I'm like, who the
Okay.
hell is Mark Brooks? So I'm like, I see Tampa going like, hey, that guy's giving me this, like he's the he's the flame to my moth or something. I'm like, what the hell? Well, I'll go check who the hell's that guy. And yeah, the first thing I see is the entire fucking thread about how white people have no fucking culture.
So we're just gonna ignore 2,000 years of amazing culture,
And somebody comes in going, what do you mean we don't have culture? We got hot dogs, we got this, we got that, we got American pie, we got this. I'm like, okay. And the guy comes in and goes, is somebody going to tell him? Is somebody going to tell him what, you fucking cunt?
Yeah. Well, you look back. I mean, Europe and the United States has, including
You know,
Canada.
do you know what
I
it
don't want
means
to
when
forget
you
about Canada.
you know what I mean when you're trying to say that one people like have no culture? It means they don't fucking matter.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
They're trying to say
They're trying to
they're
minimalize
trying
it.
to say they were just
Yeah.
bastards that don't matter, and it's like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you look at Tolkien, for example. Tolkien took over 1,000 years worth of culture and condensed it into the Lord of the Rings, the Silmarillion, the Hobbit, and various other stories. I mean, that book is steeped in thousands of years of culture. And when you look at just that one book series, you can extrapolate it into all kinds of stuff. The poem The Wanderer, Beowulf, the Havermall the Volsung saga, and all kinds of stuff like this. It goes into Old English stories and poetry. It goes into Danish folklore, Viking stuff. There's a little bit of French stuff in there. I mean, it really is incredible the amount of culture that goes into just those three books alone. And then you look at everything around it. German history is incredible. Just the amount of folklore, culture, and stuff like that. Most Americans, I bring up German culture because most Americans, I think it's 75% of Americans have some sort of German ancestry, and I think it's even higher for who have English history. English, I mean, it's really incredible the amount of culture and history that we have either forgotten or don't remember
Yeah,
on
but
their side,
yeah,
because there is an immense amount of culture.
you
And
just don't forget one thing, Mark.
what's up?
Europeans, they don't count them as white when they're talking about white people.
Oh, it's only Canadians and Americans, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget that when they mean white people, they mean us. They're like
Yeah, yeah,
the
you're right. They
West
do
white.
too.
They don't mean Europe. They don't mean French people. They'll say it. That's the worst thing is they'll say Europeans have culture. The white people, they don't even acknowledge the Europeans. I'm like, what?
Mr.
I'm like,
Feed.
now there's a difference of like whites too.
Yeah,
It's like it's like they're not gonna divide us enough.
yeah. Well, they're trying to.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm glad you got your book, David. I was really, I mean, I've been trying to get them out as quickly as I get them. If you back today, I'll ship them out. Well, I can't ship them out tomorrow because it's Christmas. But I ship them out as quickly as I can. So I haven't actually seen Prospectors. Is that the 656?
No, that was
No, that was,
Rob Willis who was
Yeah.
doing the cover for a while.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that the one where the guy's got like a pickaxe for a hand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. And
Mhm.
Snowman's the one.
Yeah, but those don't matter because this one's the one with Big Dick Murphy.
Hell yeah, man. We got him on the screen there.
Yeah. And who likes big dicks?
Here we go.
Mark's likes big
dicks.
dick.
I was waiting for it. I know it's gonna come up eventually.
That's the worst part.
I knew you guys were gonna bring it up eventually.
I thought
Too bad we didn't have the clip on cue.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was waiting for. That's why I didn't say anything.
yeah, I don't know how to put it in. I don't know how to
Oh,
put it
okay.
I don't know how to put it into StreamYard.
That's
right
what
away.
she said.
Yeah.
I thought Mr. Feed was saying incoming prosphincters for a second when I first seen his message. Pop says the first comic I bought cost 20 cents. Defenders number 10. I think I
Oh,
might
there
have
you
that
go.
one. I might have that one over there. I'm not sure. But I think I might have got that one at the auction. He says, look, it is the skull they modeled Punisher to go after. Occupy Wall Street became Shill for Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became trendy. Yeah.
Mr. Marinus.
Hail.
Hail, sir. Hope you're doing well this morning. Pop says Mark Brooks is Secret Empire. Hail Hydra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah, and he looks like one of those that is culturally appropriating other people's style.
Yeah.
Come on. That was a clever one, and I'm not poetic.
Nibelungen Lied. Okay.
Nibelungen lead. No.
Nibelungen
lead.
Lied.
Lola's here. He says Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Chris, and Merry Christmas, Sim.
Merry Christmas, Lola.
Merry Christmas, Lola.
Merry Christmas.
Jingle them buns away.
Snowman has nice arms. Spectre has a pike arm. Grave Robber has big dick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, big
Most
dick energy.
masculine comic in all comics. I'll say all comics. Most masculine character.
That's all you need is the big dick.
Maybe too masculine.
Are you trying to say he's a little toxic?
Well, maybe he gives Nat a
name. I'll give you that.
I've been using these wanted posters on the back of the trading cards and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. When he drew those, they looked really cool, so I wanted to incorporate them into the campaign somehow.
I
Amanda
would have
doesn't
done
have a
postcards. That would
do
have
what?
been cool. Postcards, since they look like old stuff. Like you make
Yeah,
it. That would have been cool.
that would have been cool. Maybe I'll do
Hmm.
that for the next one. That would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll try that out. I'll do that next time. I'll pick up some postcards.
Sim's gonna start charging everybody for his ideas.
Yeah, man, you got some good ones.
Yeah, I was a consultant.
Oh, there you go. I'll put that on the campaign. It's consultant Sim Portier.
Let's see. Let me scroll down. Yeah, best character around, Waylon Lauder.
I'm shocked at the amount of attention he's gotten. I didn't think he was going to be that popular, but when people were doing their drawing and stuff like that, when they wanted their head sketches and stuff, he popped up a lot, and people have been talking about him like crazy. There's that telepathic money. He was talking about how hilarious he thought Waylon was, and I wrote him as being like this kind of I wanted him to be like dry and
Dry dick.
yeah, well, I wanted him to be like like an angry kind of like dark humor kind of character,
Mhm.
where it was very like like he was. The Vikings have this really specific kind of humor. Like when you read some of their stuff, and they were very grim. Like one of the Vikings, he was being killed, and he demanded that they hold his hair up from his neck so that his hair wouldn't be damaged when they beheaded him. So like the king had this guy pull his hair away and hold his hair. So they lifted up the sword and they were going to cut his head off. But right before the sword landed, the Viking pulled his hands away, and the guy that was holding his hair got his hands cut off.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a big joke in Viking lore, and I always thought that was hilarious, and I've always loved like grim humor, so I tried to bring that to Waylon. I wanted to put him as like a kind of a grim kind of
Yeah.
you know
They have
uh,
that type of humor like in 300 when they're like,
Yeah.
we'll fight under the shade.
yeah, we'll fight in the shade. Yeah, and the whole we send more men, we need more mortar for our wall.
Yeah.
And it's all the blood and stuff from their the
Yeah.
bad guys. I love that kind of humor. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
it's so dark. There's
Well, it's like the famous Scottish one where it's like they're about to lose, but they're gonna go in front of the battlefield and freaking flash the guy. Come on!
yeah, exactly. It's just that kind of stuff is just. I think that's fantastic. I love that shit. It's so much fun, and it's so grim, and when people don't expect it, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like I said, I brought that a little bit to Waylon, and it comes with the script for.
He comes off to me as if it's a character out of freaking Monty Python's. You look at him, he looks like a character of Monty Python's. Could be like John Cleese or something with the big freaking giant mustache.
I can see that. Yeah,
He looks like a cartoon character out of there, and I enjoyed him a lot.
yeah, I can see. Yeah, John Cleese or Michael Palin. I could see
Yeah.
either one of them. Yeah, maybe with the mustache with John Cleese. Yeah, that makes sense.
Waylon has all the makings of a great character. He looks fancy and dapper. He's got a interesting power. He's got some actual tragedy in a way, and with his backstory there, with his curse.
Sure. Yeah.
Like there's a lot to hook on to grab onto, and then of course the dark humor. There's a lot to
Yeah.
grab onto with this character.
And
Plus, you could do all kinds of crazy shit with him. You'd be
That's
like,
true.
Run,
And he
just
compli-
run
and he
there and blow himself up. Oh, it
he
don't matter.
compliments the main character very well. You have big dick and you have the small dick.
Yeah. Exactly.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You don't know
He
about
assumes
Waylon.
it. He knows it.
How dare you?
He's
Look at
like,
the mustache. He's overcompensating.
yeah. He refers to Big Dick as Fluffy because he's a werewolf. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Even his hat makes his head look like a dick.
I didn't see it before now, but now that you pointed out, no, but that was
Hey,
not intentional.
go after it.
Um, no, um, I don't know how I'm gonna recover from that. Uh,
He's gonna see it every time now.
I'm gonna have to take his hat away,
Or you know, make a joke about it.
or so.
Like,
Yeah,
and the thing is like, and my name is Big Dick, and what? Let me guess, that's small dick.
yeah. Well, it's actually funny you say that because when I was originally writing the characters and stuff, I was talking to my wife about it, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like, well, you could have Big Dick. You could refer to his gun as Little Dick, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
No, you can, little prick.
Little Prick. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna have to put you down as a consultant, man. I'm
You're
gonna have
like
to put
little
you in the
prick.
book.
You call that little thing little prick, right? And then you know, then he pulls out the shotgun. Then you come up with another name.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, we got Brian suddenly old. He says, "Good morning, all. Merry Christmas Eve." Yes,
Morning. Merry
sir. Yes,
Christmas Eve.
sir. Same to you, sir.
Well, hello.
I got the confirmation this morning.
Confirmation.
The niece texted me. She said to leave my door unlocked, that she'll be on her way today. So I'm very happy. She'll be with us. She'll be joining us for Christmas.
There you go.
I'm gonna be watching some anime, boys.
What are you gonna be watching?
I don't know. I don't know. She was looking at Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that in a long
Yeah,
time.
that's what I thought. Because like when we went to seeing those voice actors at the con and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they had pictures of all some of the characters that they'd voiced, and that was one she seen. She was like, "I'm interested in that girl." She's looking at the anime characters. I was like, "That's Cardcaptor Sakura." And I'm sure I think that's on Netflix, so we might be able to watch it.
My girl's been watching Voltron, like the new.
Oh cool. Now my niece is really into Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia.
Oh
She
boy, she's like my fucking kid in that. Fuck.
she wants Trinity wants to watch Demon Slayer, but she's not interested in My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah, I sat and I watched Demon Slayer with her. I think we watched the first
Mm.
4 or 5 episodes, and it's not bad. I still haven't watched My Hero Academia. Passion was telling me about that I should read the
Yeah, but passion is passion.
yeah.
I enjoy the manga.
I'm just freaking kidding because I like to pick at we like to pick at Nat and stuff like that about that and his Naruto love.
Yeah. I didn't know he was into Naruto, is he?
Who? Passion?
Passion?
I don't know.
Oh.
He likes Hero Academia. Maybe he will. I mean, I was talking about my kid.
Oh, you're talking about Nat. Okay.
Nat's the only one here that likes Naruto and that stuff, right? So we
Okay.
like to make fun of him.
I like the My Hero Academia manga.
Yeah,
I've never read it.
I never watched the animes of these things.
but Nat's loving the anime. Yeah.
I'll check that out then. I wasn't ever into Naruto. That was my brother was really into Naruto when we were
I
kids.
couldn't stand it. Like I tried like listening with the kids. I couldn't stand it, dude. I like Avatar, like the last Airbender. That was freaking good, but
Oh, cool.
My Hero Academia, yeah,
Right
got
on.
that at the con.
dude, the only thing I'll say is like I don't know much about that show other than it's like a bit like imagine like oh fuck you. And you know you didn't get me one. You just got one for him.
I can always scribble out the two Chris, put Sim.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay.
Well, I wasn't planning on getting like the poster thing, the big sketch sign. I didn't know about that, and then afterwards, I was like, man, I should have just got that first one for Sim, because like I didn't know he was going to put my name on it. I thought he was just going to put his name, and put "Stay Dandy, baby,"
Steve Dandy.
There
and
you
then he
go.
put my name on there, and I was like, oh, okay, well, crap.
Okay. Pops send me something. Supposedly.
Man, I haven't been to a con in forever.
Yeah, I might be going to another one.
Are you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
gonna go to that one in the Orlando thing that they're doing?
What Orlando thing?
I can't.
Ethan was talking about it not too long ago. He was talking about the CG Con or something like that in
I'd
Orlando.
like to, but so far I'm not allowed to leave Canada,
Oh man, really? That's still there? That's still in place?
and it's even more. We're in lockdown.
We'll sneak you across Lake Erie, man.
Mm,
I'll take a boat and we'll sneak you in.
it might be happening sooner than you think. Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm in Ohio, man. Well, it's
Mm.
just a drive up the state, and I got to get a boat and cross it. And
I can swim.
there we go.
Why are you working just the upper body, guy?
I got a long swim ahead of me. No, we'll get you in, man. But no, I was thinking about doing that. For I think it's in the summer next year or something like that. I can't remember what he said, but I was thinking about going.
Oh, and a series that I watched not too long ago was freaking awesome. Cautious Hero.
Cautious Hero. I don't think I
Dude,
know
if
that one.
nobody watched that yet, go watch it. Like, it was one of the series that the kids were like, "Oh, Sim, I think you're gonna like it." And Dave too, and I was like looking at it quickly, and I'm like, "Nah." But I sat down and started watching it, and it became one of my favorite freaking characters.
I'll check this out.
I'm
I
not
just
gonna.
looked it up
I
on
don't
my
want to
phone.
spoil it, but the guy is so cautious that he's OCD about how he's gonna meta game everything.
This
And it's one of those what do you call those, Asuka, whatever it is, when they die, when
Isekai.
yeah, Isekai, yeah.
Yeah.
So technically he die, he dies and goes into another world, and there's a quest, but there's something behind it, and you'll find why he's so obsessively cautious about everything. Like, he's gonna train like maximum just to get as much IP and experience.
I'll
Let's
check
see.
that out. Yeah,
It's freaking good.
I looked it up and I'm seeing it on Oh, awesome. Thanks, David. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, another one.
I'll get those books out to the both of you guys as
with the
quick as I
Sandy
can.
Dick, with the Sandy Dick character,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Sandy Dick character.
Yeah,
He's
dude. I was backer number one on this freaking
That's
campaign.
true.
Number one.
Absolutely. And also, you were the first book I shipped out too. I made sure to ship you out first.
And I got it pretty goddamn quick, and I loved it too.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you.
Oh,
And I'm
we got
definitely gonna
Yodam.
be. I'm definitely gonna be on buying number two.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks.
Uh,
Merry Christmas and hail, Yodam.
yeah, I hope you're doing well this morning, Yodam. Always good
Hopefully,
to see you.
hopefully you got your Tales of the Adverse. Israel was like Australia when I mailed, so
Oh,
takes a bit longer, but they've been very
did you,
patient, and
did you
thank you.
check your inbox, Sim?
Yeah, you sent me the cover of that Empire comic with Captain America.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to show me who Mark. Like, I figured out who he was when I saw him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was he the artist on that then?
Yeah, he was the artist on the Hydra thing.
Okay, I've been trying to figure out who the hell that guy is. I knew he was in comics somewhere, but
Yeah, I don't know all these people.
I think Nick Spencer wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
That dude doesn't live too far from me.
If it ain't from
Huh.
the '60s to like the early '90s, I probably don't know who they are.
Mark, that gives us something to do when I go to visit.
There you go, man. We'll find him.
Brian Suddenly Old says, which services do you have if Funimation, they have tons of great shows?
We're gonna go there. And we're gonna taunt him. We're gonna taunt him like we should.
Yeah, man. We'll find him and we'll start
Hey,
pelting
you!
our. We'll
Hey,
start.
you!
We'll start
Fuck
throwing
you!
our comic books at him like frisbees.
Mhm.
Like, this is what a good comic looks like, and just start heaving them at him.
Yeah, we buy a kill just for that moment, and we flash him
Exactly.
with our CG balls.
Yeah.
The supposed kid from the last dungeon in the boonies is a great show.
And
Last
then you
dungeon
see,
in the boonies.
That's a long
and then you
title.
see Mark going, "You want to know why my character is called Big Dick?"
Can't run in a kilt or I'll knock a tooth out.
They used to call me Tripod.
If I lean forward, I can balance, you see.
Look, no hands.
Boonies move to a starter town. Damn, that is a long ass title.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and the comics as fun as we are having. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
If you haven't, go get it, and you get really cool prints with me on it.
that's true. Yeah, you get a trading card that Sim did, and you get a print that Sim did too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Pale Rider with us. He says, Sim, I'll send a plane to skyhook you out of there.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah, soon.
Pale Rider will distract the border guards with his strippers. Good to see you with us this morning, Pale Rider. Dave's here. He says, not the kids, it was me, you nimwit. Let's see. Brian says he got 4 episodes into Overcautious and took a break.
And what overcautious? Cautious
Yeah,
hero.
that's that
Yeah.
Cautious Hero.
Yeah.
I looked that up. It has
it-
got a long name. It's Cautious Hero. The journey is overpowered but overly cautious.
Yes, and I come on. When you read the title, you're like, there's some you like something's weird behind this, and
What's going on
that's the
there?
entire story. And I'm telling you, it takes a while, but when you get to the punch and you find out everything,
I'll give it a read.
dude, it gave me tears.
Yeah,
Like it
all
could
right.
fucking choke me up, like it really did, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out, man.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, oh shit.
I've been trying to read a lot more of the European comics lately. I was looking at trying to get Elric. I heard that was really good.
Oh, Elric is awesome.
I think
and
you guys were
you
talking
get-
about that with
Yeah.
Darkseid. I think
I
he was
ha-
on.
I
couple
have
of
them
weeks
here. Elric's awesome. Number 4 is coming out soon, and check out Inkle, dude. Inkle and Meta Baron.
Definitely. Metabaron's really good.
Take one. I just looked up the anime there that Brian was suggesting. It's called
Mhm.
Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon. Boonies move to a starter town. Like,
Good
why are
lord.
these titles so long?
Wow.
Oh, Japan.
It's like a
Yeah, but
paragraph
dude,
title.
it's also a wink at certain things. Like there's a story that I have that the title was "Once Upon a Time in the post Alien Invasion West." It used to be a thing before to have like one of those overly funny. You know you were going to see a quirky film with it. You know it's like Once Upon a Time in Little Mexico. You know you were
Yeah.
gonna go yeah.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Lola. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was really, I put a lot of work into it, and Passion was, Passion did an amazing job with the art, and yeah, it just turned out to be a really great book. The Tripod Wolf, yeah, exactly.
Pop says he has some old Elric comics and novels. Been reading Michael Moorcock for a long time.
There
He's
you
a
go.
friend of Big Dave.
Yeah. The reason why people are going nuts with the new adaptation is because they're really respecting the novels.
Yeah, I was actually trying to find the novels, and the novels that Pops has might actually be worth a ton of money because the first book, I think was going. I think I found it for like $70, and it was just a beat up paperback. I'm just looking at it like, how the hell is that $70? And I guess it's
Dude.
just that good.
I got those little. You see that there? The Sin City on there.
Oh yeah,
With the check, find out how much that's worth, dude. When I found out, I'm like, shit.
yeah.
had
Well, it's like Deathlands too. There's a novel series called Deathlands,
Mhm.
and the first book for that I think is called like Red Holocaust or something like that. And it's I think the only place I've been able to find it is like $200, and it's like a 300-page paperback.
Mhm.
And it's like, damn, I've been trying to find an ebook for it, maybe read it on my Kindle or something. Nothing. I can't find it anywhere. So
Dude.
so there's a lot of these rare books out there that are
Mhm.
apparently amazing, but you can't read because they don't have any more prints. You know?
Yep. There's a few of them. Like one of the things is, remember that big freaking box I bought of Meta Baron? It was a special edition.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I bought one, and there was a mistake. I got two.
Oh, nice. That's
Right,
awesome.
so but it's worth between $700 and $1,000 now.
Jesus. God damn.
It was limited, so yeah, and Jimenez passed away last year.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess he did, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about that.
Brian says White Widow is up on Webtoon. It's pretty good.
Yeah, dude. There's old books that you didn't think that they're so rare that yeah. They're
Yeah,
worth
man.
so much money. It's not funny. Like there's an old comic, like you could buy the floppy, but like that's another thing that I think is funny is like the trade paperback collection is so weird now. The fact that you can get a floppy for $1 or 50 cents because they printed so many of those freaking floppies. Like Image Comics, that's the thing. Like you can find the floppies anywhere.
Yep.
There's not many floppies of Image Comics that are worth nothing. But the trade paperbacks, they were limited, and they're not, there's not that many, and they go like a 70, 100, $200.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's why Nintendo only prints so many. They only make so many games. The the
But that's
resale market is so you
that's
know
why that's why Disney used to put movies in the vault too.
right, exactly. Yeah, they only release like they have very very short DVD
Mm-hmm.
and Blu-ray releases and stuff. My wife is huge into Aladdin. Like she loves Aladdin. It's like her favorite her favorite Disney film.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one year I was gonna get her something for I was gonna get her the Blu-ray I think for Christmas, and like I looked it up and I was like, oh well, I guess I'm not doing that. All right, we'll move on. We'll
No,
find
not.
something else. Maybe she likes Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, because that's cheap.
But another thing I've noticed is Marvel and DC have been like slowly killing the collectors market. Because right now you can find comics that you don't think you could find before at a very lower price. Because
Yeah, yeah,
Good.
you
right now
can.
Makes it easier
they're
for me to
doing
read them.
yeah, but they're doing massive reprints. So now there's no scarcity
Yeah.
of the book. So or you
Well, I
can
mean,
read
I
it
know that
digitally. So
I saw the first appearance, not Black Widow, Black Cat. I saw the
mm,
first appearance of Black Cat the other day in a comic book shop, and I don't think it was much more than like $50.
hmm
And yeah, it's just weird. But then you see like Punisher, and the Punisher, first appearance of the Punisher, is still up at like 2,000. So it's they
I
seem like
wonder for how long now.
yeah. Well, I think that the market's gone up on that because of the whole skull
Yeah.
thing,
Maybe
like
the
the whole
current
change in the skull.
controversy is keeping him up in
Yeah,
price.
hmm
and that's one of those characters that I don't think they understand. Like they don't think they understand their demographic. That
Oh,
buys the Punisher.
they do. They just don't want him anymore.
I guess so. I remember a few years ago, like they had one cover where like there was a knitted version of the Punisher skull, and I just
hmm
remember looking at it like, do they not understand their demographic? Like, who who wants like are they trying to get like 40-year-old cat ladies? I say that with my cat meowing next to me, but it's just like who do they think that they're selling these comics to? Like, who do they think's gonna buy this? You know.
Yeah, that's like giving out like here's a Punisher ugly sweater for Christmas or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, that at least I can understand. Like, there's like like a mom or like a grandma's like, oh, my son likes the Punisher, and then
Yeah.
they buy it and they give it to their kid. But like, ow, okay, sorry, my cat's going berserk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Uh,
because you said crazy cat lady.
yeah, I know,
Yeah,
It's
right?
like
He's like,
remember who
fuck
you
yeah.
are.
Yeah.
know your place.
Remember who's your boss here.
Exactly, right? But no, it's yeah, I know he's talking back too.
You're like, you heard me.
That's right.
No, but
Pop says as a collector, first prints is always all he cares about.
true. Yeah. I have a first print of the Punisher that I'm very proud of. I have that displayed. I really like Faust. They made a movie I think in the '90s called Faust: Love of the Damned.
Yeah, I have
Uh,
that.
yeah, it was an indie comic, and
hmm
I can't remember the name of the publisher, but
Tim Vigil.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, I've picked that up at a con once because I guess nobody knew what it was. It was only like $4 or $5 at the time, and I picked one of those up, and I've been trying to pick up the I don't know. There's collecting comics is one of those things where you can get into it and you can end up spending a lot of money and putting a lot of time into it. Going to cons and stuff. But it's pretty. You meet some good people and you meet a lot of, a lot of fun guys and stuff out there.
See, I don't like comics at all.
Man, I like those Hellsing novels you got back there.
See, this is my French area.
Very nice. Man, I was actually gonna buy the Sumerian. I was actually
Mhm.
looking at picking that up on Amazon the other day.
Yeah, pick both of them. There's 2 out. The third one's coming out soon.
I'm
Oh yeah,
glad.
man.
I'm glad Soul isn't here to have seen that.
I've seen
The,
what?
the
The
French
hell thing?
section.
It's not just French. It's European. It's where I have my 2000 AD and heavy metal and all that stuff. Like, come on. Here's Slain.
Yeah, I
I've
see
never
the
read
thing
that.
there.
I have the Lady Death here too because I bought those trades.
Cool, cool.
Is it-
Humanoids, how's that?
Yeah, Humanoids. That's one of my favorite companies.
Right on. I'll check that out.
The,
Is that
the Humanoids is the one that created Heavy Metal Magazine, the Inkle and all that stuff.
right on?
And The Long Tomorrow, that's from O'Bannon, the creator of Aliens and Mobius. That's freaking awesome if you don't.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I have the Inkall on my Amazon
And I have
uh, wish list,
the X-Men Omnibus.
of course.
Of course.
Pop says he has Gunslingers in Hell in a package here, opening it tomorrow.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
What's Gunslinger in Hell?
I don't know. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
I hope one day, Mr. Murphy, or what? Wait, did I say Murphy? I meant Middleton.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
Big
I-
Big
I-
Murphy.
I got yeah, that must have been it. It was either
Yeah.
that or I had God streaming on my brain.
Dude,
But-
don't get him out when he puts himself in.
But I do hope one day you get this on like a black hoodie.
Yeah, I've actually thought about. I have a Redbubble account where I have the Grave Robbers logo, like the skull and the title. I have that on a hoodie, but I was thinking about doing that as like on the back of a hoodie, and then having like a smaller on the like the upper left hand side, like the Grave Robbers skull on a hoodie too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I thought that would look really cool.
Yeah, and I think the black and purples would blend real in nice together.
Yeah, I think that would look really good. I was thinking about what I was gonna do on the second campaign, and I'm gonna be bringing some art over. And this piece, I was thinking about putting on like a hoodie or a T-shirt or something like that. So I might do that. I think I have it on a shirt on the Redbubble account, but I don't have it. I don't know if I have it on like the back of a hoodie or something like that.
You should put it on a hoodie and put it on a pillow.
That's not bad.
You know those type of decorative pillow that you could put on your couch in the living room.
Yeah.
It kind of looks cool for it. You know, it kind of reminds me of those native type of decoration you would buy.
That would be pretty sweet. That's not a bad idea. I might do that. Again, I got to put you on as a consultant on the campaign, man.
Put him on as consultant, and then anytime anything goes wrong with the campaign, blame him.
Yep, that's how it works.
There you go.
Hashtag blames him.
I just
That's right.
looked up Gunfighters in Hell, and it is a book by Rebel Studios. Came out in '93, and it looks pretty awesome. So I might give this a read, pops. So if nothing else, thanks for the suggestion, because it does look pretty cool. Hopefully, I don't end up crossing over any lines with them, with Grave Robbers though.
There was a book I had. It was Jonah Hex,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like they were fighting underground and fighting like these weird people, and it was really cool.
Hey Mark, did you ever watch? Go watch that thing? Was because I remember telling you about it. Sound and Fury.
Sound and Fury.
It was like the animated thing with music on Netflix. That doesn't ring a bell.
On Netflix, I don't think so.
Okay, if you go on Netflix and you check something called Sound and Fury, it's
yeah, Sturgill Simpson, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I totally forgot about this.
Check this out.
Yeah, I put it on my wish list and I forgot about it. I've got like 4 or 5 days of nothing to do, so I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, and the comic book that came out from it, it's pretty awesome.
Right on.
They got some of the big name mangaka in it. Like
That looks so. Yeah, that looks sick. I'll
it's
check
like a
that out.
prequel. It's a prequel to that movie,
Okay, right on.
and it's an anthology. It's all short stories.
Yeah, I'll give that a
Like, come
watch.
on, that cover looks good.
Yeah, that does look awesome. I love the black on it, man, and the
Hmm.
shading. That looks so cool.
And if you
Yeah, I'll
haven't
check
seen it,
this out.
people, go check it out. It's pretty goddamn good.
Huh. That why I looked up Gunslingers in Hell, and the first thing it brought up was that Berserker book. What the heck?
Berserker or Berserk?
That one from, was it Keanu Reeves or whatever?
Uh,
Oh,
Beard
right.
Zerker.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, well, why is it bringing that up? That is that. I look up Gunslingers in Hell, and it brings that up.
Did you guys read that, the Berserker book with
No.
Keanu?
No, I haven't read it, but it's right here. I have the first trade.
Okay, I
But
picked up the first floppy for it. And,
I haven't read it. I flipped through it, and I'm like, it just told me what was the name? Not Ultimate. Eternal Warrior. A lot.
okay,
Mm.
Like I flipped through it, I'm like, okay, guy's immortal, eats hearts, eats people. Okay, yeah, Eternal Warrior, but he eats people.
yeah. I didn't really get what was going on. I flipped through
Mm-hmm.
the first one, and I didn't. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was. I don't know. I didn't pick up the second one. I guess is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I don't know. Me, it said Ron Garney, and when I looked at the art in there, I was a bit disappointed for
Oh.
a campaign that has Keanu Reeves, and it seems to be done very goddamn quickly.
Yeah,
Tim was
it's
not impressed.
I'm sorry, dude. You're working from the freaking big stream, the mainstream, the big industry. You're making so much money. You should take time and deliver, a better product that we can in indie.
yeah. I wasn't sure what I was expecting going into it, but like I said, I flipped through it and I was just kind of
Dude, that's
uh,
supposed to be a variant cover.
that's
Oh, oh.
disappointing. The one on the left isn't so bad,
Yeah, but even there,
but the one on the right is ridiculous. Who would buy that?
that's a cover.
That's not bad. I mean, it's not. I
It's
wouldn't.
not cover quality.
It's not a
And
cover,
then
but it's not.
there's another version
It's
of the same cover.
it's not. That is just so bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I didn't
not
read
every
Beard
image should
Zerker.
be a cover. That's all I'm saying. That's kind of cool, but
The one on the left's not bad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pop says he read Beard Zerker.
I didn't
It
read
is
Beard
awesome.
Zerker. I heard it was really
But it's
good. I
better.
didn't pick that one up. I should have.
Mariner says Berserker was not very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
I didn't get
disappointing.
it. It didn't really interest me.
Yeah, like I said, I picked it up. I think I picked it up at a Second and Charles, which is like a bookstore near where I live, and it was like marked down to like $1 in the clearance section. But
That's supposed to look very badass.
it's very
Meh.
yeah, That's a great word for it. Meh.
Mm-hmm. The entire book is very meh. I also grabbed this because Marinus said that it was good, and I kind of like Scott Snyder. I tried this. I haven't read it yet.
Scott
So,
Snyder. Yeah.
Noctera.
Right.
Yeah,
On.
that
Tony
was
S.
it.
Daniel. Where do I know that name from? Is he
Is
a
he-
Green Lanterns dude?
He used to work on Batman for a while. He did,
Batman. Okay, that's where I know it.
And I flipped through it. It looks interesting. Like the art looks good, and
That looks
It-
really good. Yeah.
yeah, they went out of their way. Like it looks freaking like good.
Man, it's
Yeah.
amazing how when people break away from the big two that they can actually make a decent book sometimes. You know, indie books are where it's at, man. That looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
That looks
Like
really
I,
good.
I got it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll read it. That looks interesting. Berserker, not so much. Sound and Fury, recommend it.
Okay.
Here's another thing I tried. I haven't read yet. This shit.
What's this now?
Space bastards.
Oh
Yep.
yes, I seen
I'm
that one
already
on
in.
there.
By Robertson, Peterson, Aubrey, and Bisley. So I'm like,
Aubrey.
I'll try it.
Well, Bisley's attached to it, man. I'll definitely check it out.
Not really, but yeah, he has a one of like a side story.
Oh, okay.
They
Cool.
got him to do a side story of the Tooth Fairy,
The Biz.
and it looks pretty sweet. See? There.
Oh man, that does look really good. I love how messy it is. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's what I love about Bisley's work, man. It's not clean. It's always wild.
And
Yeah.
the only thing that I was hesitant is because Robertson is one of the one of the creator of Transmet Metropolitan, and one of those cunts that went full SJW type of
Yeah.
like woke cunt and going after people. But I've also learned because that's something that we used to apply. Separate the artist from the
The
man from
art.
the art. The art, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's yeah. No, that's what you have to do. I
Like
mean, at the end of the
Alan
day.
Moore has some good books, some really bad books, and when you get to know the guy, that guy's fucking out there. You're like, oh, that guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, he's got some great books though. I mean,
mhm.
Watchmen is, iconic, The Killing Joke. But he's out there, man. He's out there. It's the same thing with like I think the best thing that DC has done is probably the dark metal stuff that they put out. But
Brian saying Nocturnal was fun and came out on Android like 5 years ago. I don't know. I saw it on Kickstarter. Then I'm like, oh, look interesting, and I saw that it was on Amazon on pre-sale already, so I bought it there.
Dave says, no, yeah, not every image should be a cover. Is something I told the artist behind Blood Hunt. That guy is such an ass. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard.
And for people who don't know who that is, that's my bro and letterer.
okay. Okay.
David Villa, that's my bro and letterer.
I was like, damn, the audience out here is we got some
Well, it's a roast, so it works.
Yeah.
yeah, they take that roast thing seriously.
But weirdly enough, about a week or two ago, before we scheduled this, I was taking a shower, and for some reason, I guess it was one of the pieces that where you when on the Gemini mailer, where you had the logo. Uh, the skull piece, one of the skulls from that was in my shower. I don't know how it got there. I was like,
Was it
wait, what?
the packing tape?
Yeah, I guess like that little strip that you use to like tape there on the Gemini mailer.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, what is that? And I picked it up, like, what the wait, that's the skull from Grave Rock. I was like, what is this doing in my shower?
Man, if it's so bizarre. Like I picked it up thinking that it was more like a plastic tape kind of thing. I bought it from oh man, Sticker Mule or something like that, and it comes in these big, huge spools of just of tape. So I bought it and I was like, okay, well, I'll just peel it off like duct tape or something like that, and I'll just put it across. But apparently not. It's a dry tape that you have to wet. So like every time that I have to measure out the exact length of how much is going to take me for each box and Gemini mailer that I send out. So I have to measure it out, and then I have to get a bowl or a sponge. Then I have to dip it in water and run it through, and then apply it to the packaging and stuff like that. And I have to weigh it down so like the stuff doesn't open up. So I have to wait for it to dry. So then that's when I can send it out. Well, the thing is that like if it gets wet even slightly though, like it gets super tacky. Like it'll stick to just about anything. So if you peeled that off and it like you had anything like even remotely moist, it'll stick to it. So it might have followed you into the bathroom that way. Like you had like a sock on or something like that, or you had a drink or something like that, and it just stuck to a shirt and somehow
Apparently.
followed you. I mean, it's super sticky. Like once it gets wet, it's super sticky.
Dude says people be savage at Christmas. It's when I peak in my depression powers.
There you go. Yeah,
Super depression activate.
there you go.
Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All them stretch goals.
Oh
Hit
yeah. Oh yeah.
like a champ.
There's a story that I'm going to be putting into. I had a couple of stretch goals that we didn't get to that I took off because I we weren't gonna hit like 15,000 or 20,000. Those were on there just as like if I hit this, I'll have the money to do this. But I'm gonna incorporate those into the next campaign. I have a story called Road to Hellhole that I'm going to be putting into the next campaign, and I'm going to be doing. There's a story called Gaunt that is in the Grave Robbers universe that I'm going to be putting into the next book as well. So that'll be cool. Basically,
So we're gonna get more stories.
oh yeah,
Number two.
oh yeah, yeah. I was trying to beef up the book. The next book I think is going to be a few pages longer story wise, but I'm going to add. Like I said, Road to Hellhole is 5 pages long, and I think Gaunt is going to be between 8 and 10 pages. So the next book should be, it should be pretty decent. It's probably going to be close to 60 pages. Maybe not 60. Maybe 55. Maybe 50. Somewhere around there. Um, it really just kind of depends on where we end up, but no, it's going to be decent. I kind of want to expand it. People seem to really like Grave Robbers, so I want to give people more. People seem to really like this book, so yeah,
We got, let's see. Yep. Yeah, we got past 7,800.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Definitely moving towards. I think we have 14 pages or 14 comics left, plus the four now. So yeah, I've sold.
I
It'd be
agree
nice
with
to
Dave.
get
I
the
agree
whole
with David.
It'd be
Goes
nice
right,
to get the whole stock.
right to. Go ahead.
I was just saying it'd be nice to get all the stock sold of the books.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
that would
Dave,
be great.
and David Feed saying, "Right to hellhole, big dick." Is Mark trying to say something?
I'm not saying anything, or am I?
Everything's innuendo.
But he
Every-
is leading.
I am implying, right and dirty.
Because they keep him rolling.
Pop says Volt 10 is your 10% off discount code for your Gemini mailers. Couple minutes of Indie Volt.
I saw that on the campaign when they were doing the giveaway and stuff like that. I saw Pops mention that. I wish I would have known that before I bought my Gemini mailers. But I will definitely be using that for Grave Robbers too when I buy more mailers.
Future reference there.
Future reference, definitely.
Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna share this. I just seen this on Twitter. Look at that.
That's cool.
Holy crap!
That's glorious.
So food
That's
and guns. Yeah, wow.
That's
All right.
right. My one-stop shop, right
Hell
there.
yeah.
Like, give me. I would wish to purchase a Bolt action and a bagel. Thank you.
Do you guys have a glazed pretzel twist and a something in an AR-15?
I would like some cream cheese lox on bagel, please. Don't forget the sesame seeds. Maybe some puppet seeds.
Don't get
Forget
any
the,
icing
don't
on the
forget
stalk.
the M16 fully magged.
My in-laws live in a place called Brasstown in North Carolina, and they have in the town, the little town, they have a gun shop that's also a pharmacy. So you can go and you can pick up your Prozac and your
Yeah.
ammo. And I have a shirt and I like to wear it around, and people always ask me like, is that real? I was like, yeah, no, it's a real place. You can go there, you can visit.
Grab your Prozac and grab a gun in case you're done with it.
So yeah, if you're feeling down, get some Zoloft, perk you up, and then you can go shooting.
Get my
Yeah.
guns and then get my condoms for all of the bitches I'm gonna be getting.
Yeah, because like your condoms and gun, it's like playing Russian roulette, right?
There you go, man.
Which one's gonna go off first, ladies?
Mm-hmm.
That's up to you.
Let's see. Gakery and guns.
There
Bakery.
you go.
There you go. Can I get some ammo and an eclair? Okay. A bear claw and something you can bring down a bear. Yep.
Of course, let me show you something at 4570.
Let's see. Oh, did y'all? I don't know. Did y'all hear about Perez and his medical
George Perez,
condition?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
That's
was.
shame.
He's not taking any, like he's not doing the chemo or anything. Just gonna ride out into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, like I've been seeing people posting pictures of him, and he's going out and still going out, making sure he's going out and seeing everybody, and like everybody's posting pictures of seeing him at places and getting to spend some time
Mm-hmm.
with him, and that's really good. He's he's living it up. He's not just sitting there miserable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he also has the possibility of doing so, which is he gets to travel the world and meet his fans before. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'll definitely head out and see him if he comes near me. I'd like to go and get something signed by him and shake his hand. I've been reading his stuff since I was man. I can't remember the first comic that I read that he wrote or that he drew. I mean, my wife's a big fan of his Ultron stuff, like his Ant-Man and Ultron stuff, like with the Avengers and stuff that he did. So I'll definitely, we'll probably definitely go out and see him. If he comes by Cincinnati or something like that.
Yeah, he was the one that did the big Marvel versus DC story too.
Yeah, yeah, that's
No,
true.
Avengers.
Amalgam.
It was Justice League versus Avengers that he drew.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the other one he did covers, but he drew one, but he didn't do the entire thing. While the other one, he was the artist.
Yeah. Well, the dude's an icon, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, it sucks to see him sick, but at least he's going out there, he's meeting fans, and he's
mhm.
making the most of his time, and that's really cool. So
Yeah. I wanted to meet him a while back. Like when I first started getting to do the cons, I think he was doing one. It was a little ways away though, and I didn't get to go. And I was like, man, I'd really like to meet him. He's done some great books and stuff, and I never got to. I'm hoping to. I was always hoping to meet him though.
yeah, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
and yes, and yes, Phil.
Oh, Phil's here.
Welcome to the
Hey,
welcome to the stream. And yes, Phil, Chris did read Grave Robbers.
Yeah, yeah, I read Grey Bro.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
But he hasn't read the Lost Pages or the Ace yet.
both great books too. Lost Page. I'm really looking forward to Lost Pages too.
Mm-hmm.
Got some great stuff in there.
There's just I don't know. There's some vein missing. Hashtag free vein. Hashtag vein lives matter.
There you go. There you go. Vane is pretty sick, man.
I might I might be biased, but I don't know.
Hell yeah. No, I really liked We the People was
Mm-hmm.
one of my more favorite ones. The silhouette in We the People was very cool. I don't know. The Masquerade was really cool too. I was kind of like I saw that the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, didn't really know much about the character and stuff like that, but it ended up being a really cool read. So yeah, Crimstone obviously, great stuff in there, man.
Happy Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us, everyone. Get out the
The
future split.
Human Fund, money for people.
That's right.
What is Festivus?
Oh, you never saw that at the Seinfeld episode?
Yeah, I saw the Seinfeld episode. I just wondering why it was being brought back.
Oh, okay.
Like if there was a context or something, you know what I mean?
It should always be brought back. It's Festivus. It's that time of year, Sam. How dare you?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair
Why
enough.
are you attacking those of us who
You-
celebrate a sacred holiday? Don't you minimize us, bigot?
Yeah. Well, you got to get the Festivus poll out because, of course,
Yeah.
tinsel is distracting.
I got a lot of problems
But
with you, Sam.
I got a lot of problems with you people. I love that. He gets so angry. He's like, "My son tells me you run the," and then he like loses his train of thought because he gets so angry. He just kind of loses himself.
And it's one of the things that me and Dave have been rewatching. They put down on Netflix not too long ago. It's
Yeah,
one of the things we go to when we don't know what to watch. Just put some Seinfeld.
it's such a classic show. You know, it's so easy to sit down and watch. It's my wife hates it. Absolutely hates Seinfeld. But yeah, no, it's one of those shows that you know, you just put on and you watch, and it's just I don't know. Every episode of that is funny.
You know, one of the things I think is funny is like one of the girls I knew that hated Seinfeld. The reason why she hated Seinfeld is because Elaine was too on the nose.
Oh, really?
Because Elaine, they hit a lot of freaking stuff about ladies and how they can be similar. You know what I mean? Like
Really? I didn't
right
know
now,
that.
if you looked at her, she's technically like a toxic woman in a way. She's like a macho girl. That's what she is in there.
Yeah, I
Remember
guess
how
so.
she just drops guys just like
Yeah, no,
and
that's true. You know, she does. Yeah,
yeah.
no, I think Putty was my
As
favorite character with her.
as much
You
as
know.
why some people when they go, oh, because I hate that guy, what's his name, Jason Alexander, they hate that guy
Yeah,
because they hit nerves of stuff that you like. It makes you think of yourself, like
yeah,
it's like one of the reasons why a lot of people hated Men of Steel, and the only thing they would bring up when they say I hated Men of Steel was no, but people would worship him like he was a god because you would, and the reason why you're so pissed because they made you realize that you would.
well, that was the whole point. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, that was the whole thing was that he was the embodiment of what you know. Well, I mean, he was an objectivist hero. You know, the whole like Ubermenschen thing. Like he was trying to
yeah,
bring in the Nietzschean Superman with him. It's crazy how deep that movie actually was. You know, Snyder put a lot of stuff into that movie that a lot of people I don't think really picked up on. It's
but
pretty cool movie.
a lot of people picked up on it, but on the wrong way. Like they
Yeah.
reacted to it because like I said, because they made you feel stupid,
Well,
and a lot of people react like we're not that stupid. We would not worship a guy like that. I'm like, yes, you would.
yeah, they would. And
Yes,
that's
you
the
would.
thing is that that was why Lex Luthor was. Well, I don't know about Lex Luthor in the Snyderverse, but just in general, like that's why Lex Luthor was so terrified of him and why he
Mm-hmm.
opposed him so much. Was that I mean he's a relatable villain in that some of the stuff that he does obviously isn't, but he's
In
a
the Snyder,
relatable
yeah.
villain because he's like, okay, yeah, I could totally see why people would be like, oh shit, there's this insanely powered alien that could take on our entire military, you know. So yeah, I mean you get it.
Mm-hmm. And in the Snyder movie that's what they did with him. Remember the entire part of the piece. Oh, we all know better. We all know that angels don't come from demons don't come from the ground. They come from up.
Yeah,
Remember we got the painting upside down
right.
because we worship you as a god, but he's a demon. And I'm like, yeah, because that's one of the things that made that made those. Lex Luthor is the perfect bad guy for Superman because exactly because of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where the characters that were made and written, were really well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
When they were originally created, like Lex Luthor was a fantastic
Because
foil for Superman,
if he,
specifically for that reason.
yeah, but one of the best parts is that he was not an evil person, right? He was a greedy businessman, right? He
Right,
was harsh. He was this, but he was like a philanthropist. He wanted to advance the world. He was seeing himself as the hero, like the Elon Musk or something like that, as
right,
of the world and stuff like that. But Superman comes in out of nowhere, and guy can do this, can do that, can do this, can do that, and he sees him as a threat because he ain't that savior anymore. People
right,
worship another savior now,
right.
and that made him turn like it's the internal conflict between him that made him bad guy. Which
It's really interesting when you think about it as like
Mhm.
from a religious standpoint too, because in a way, it's like if you look at Superman as God, and you look at Lex Luthor as man, you're sitting there, with this concept of man trying to achieve godhood,
Yeah,
and he can't. So instead of
Cain and
worshiping
Abel.
him and being around with the other people worshiping him,
Yeah,
what he does is he opposes him and wants to destroy him, and
it's it's like Cain and Abel.
yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Merry Christmas, Phil. By the way, I hope your Christmas Eve is going good
You
too,
know,
man.
envy and jealousy can get you so riled up to the point that you'll kill your bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's an interesting character, and
Hmm.
I don't think that he's really, I don't think that he's really looked at as an equal villain. A lot of people look at like Joker and stuff like that as like iconic, and I think obviously Lex Luthor is iconic, but I don't think he's nearly as revered or appreciated as the Joker.
Sorry. Yeah. But it's because they made him a fat guy at some point.
Yeah, well,
They didn't get
yeah.
hair, no hair. They did a lot of stuff with him.
That his character was really interesting in Red Sun too when they did Superman Red Sun. I don't remember. I think Mark Millar wrote that, and he wrote Lex Luthor as like a. Uh, it was interesting because it was like he was almost like a good guy at the same time, but he was like this shrewd good guy because obviously Superman was the bad guy in that series. But it
That's what
was
I like about the character. That's all I was saying is that even as the bad guy, he is a bad guy. Like in the story, like just not trying to make him something else that he is. He's still like he sees himself as a good guy.
yeah, yeah.
Like he is our savior. Like he's the one that's gonna save us.
It's really interesting. Like it's the breakdown of it. It's one of those things where people talk about comics as just being comics, but if you actually break down that dynamic, there's a little bit of substance there, man.
Yeah, but it's like it's the principle. It's like, do you really think that a bad guy really thinks he's the bad guy? That he's doing the bad thing when he's doing it? No, he
Well,
thinks
yeah.
that yeah.
It's definitely that dynamic. It's like
You're Captain America. He's your hero. He's your super uber. Yeah, he's a fucking evil guy for your enemy.
yeah, yeah, that's very true. Well, it's like with Stan Lee when he wrote the X-Men and stuff like that. He wanted to
Hmm.
have these good guys and these bad guys, but he didn't want to have the bad guys be the bad guys, but he forgot to take the evil off of the Brotherhood of Mutants thing. So you have the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and
Hmm.
he didn't really think about that until after it was already printed. He's like, oh well, okay, that kind of takes away the choice from the reader, but no, it's there's a lot of really great comics out there. Well, really great characters, I'll say, because comics now and at least mainstream comics aren't doing it anymore. Indie's where it's at now.
Agree.
Yeah, like when you
Fantastic books out there now.
yeah, the only thing still selling it's European comics and mangas, and I feel in a way it's weird.
Yeah.
Because even the market in European comics it went down. But did you see that? Yeah, there was like I don't I forgot the name, but there was a big like manga reporter that was that decided that she was taking a huge dump on the American comics.
I didn't see that. No.
I'll find it and I'll retweet. It's like she's literally got fed up and she called out everything and said that the reason why mangas are beating American comics because mangas don't do propaganda, and that's all Americans are doing in their comics
Well, she's
right
not
now.
wrong.
Yeah, there's a difference between having a political statement, political subject. Like you can do politics, you can have a politics subject.
Sure.
Don't make it propaganda.
Yeah. Well, it's like God lives, man kills. With the X-Men in the '80s by Claremont. Fantastic book. I mean, it's one of I think it's a defining book actually for the X-Men. But and it is political to a degree, and it is it deals with religious imagery and stuff like that. With the Reverend Stryker, you know,
Hmm.
with the whole idea of evolution and stuff like that, and the X-Men being evil because they're a product of it. It's interesting and it's compelling and it's a great read, and it's not actually that action packed either.
Hmm.
But it's a fantastic book. Now, I don't agree with a lot of the things that Chris Claremont thinks, and I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that he wrote in that book. But you know, it's still a really, really well written and great book.
Yeah,
And
I feel similar with something called Punk Rock Jesus.
Right, yeah, with oh shit, what's that guy? Sean Gordon
Sean
Murphy.
Murphy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a great book, a great read. Don't agree with everything in it. There's some moments you go like, what?
yeah.
But dude, it's fucking awesome.
But you can still walk away from it saying, "Wow, this was really well done. The art was good. The
Yeah.
story was good," and it doesn't feel preachy, you
Nope.
know. But you read, I don't know, Miss Marvel, whatever volume they're on now, because I think it's been canceled and revived like
Yeah.
ten
Try
times.
to make sure that you don't want to eat bacon ever again because it's not.
Yeah, or Captain Marvel, with the flat chest and stuff like that, where we're supposed to take away that all men are evil forever. It's
Yeah.
just it's ridiculous, and who wants to read that? Nobody wants to read that. Women don't want to read that. Men don't want to read it. Just put out a good comic book.
Mr. Feed
People
says
like
he
people like to they like to look up to other people, and this is
Sure.
that's all right. Go ahead.
David Feed says he just bought Conquest 1 and 2. So far, so good.
What's conquest?
I don't know.
That wasn't one of the mangas we were talking about earlier, was it?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Like I remember seeing the name of it. It kind of sounds familiar. But I don't know what is it.
And then he says, OMG, Sanctuary, the manga was such a on-the-nose propaganda book, but it was still a fantastic Yakuza manga.
Sanctuary. I don't think I've read that one.
Skip saying good morning and Merry Christmas. What's
Skip.
up, Chris? Merry
Morning,
Christmas,
Merry
buddy.
Christmas. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he says, except for Phil. Yeah, kick that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Ow, ouch.
Dude, yesterday I decided that I was working on like I'm gonna rewatch some Star Wars, and I never watched I usually either like start by the old one then watch the old like the prequels or prequels then new ones. And yesterday I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna rewatch Rogue One. I haven't watched it in a long time.
I haven't watched it at
I
all.
saw it in the theater, and I haven't watched it since.
And I remember like the first time coming out going, I really did not like the actress, but I remember enjoying the movie. And with everything, everything that's been through and everything we've been through with all the rest of the thing, I watched it yesterday and I'm like, was pretty good. Still think that she sucks as an actress. Like the main character, like she doesn't sell it. Like all she
No.
has is that putty face all the fucking time that you just want to smack her out of. Other than that, the entire movie, the story, Dun Yen and everything, like yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, if it wasn't for her, I think that they were like 3 or 4 years too short for her to be
Mm-hmm.
strong female black protagonist with side of head shaved, like that kind of cliche that they've made. But it's I don't know. I mean, it has some really strong action in it. Um, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
I'm not a huge fan. Well, to be fair, I've only seen it once.
that's the thing
So
is that no, that's where I was. I was like, man, yesterday I'm like, I'll give it another try. I'll watch it before I start watching the old trilogy. And dude, I have to admit, like it does fit in that well. Like you don't feel like it's out. Like the only thing is she's a bad actress. Like she's just a bad actress.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's you know, I can't honestly say that I've really enjoyed a Star Wars movie since Rogue One.
Yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
seen Solo. I didn't want to watch Solo.
Oh, it's bad.
I heard it was rough.
Like no, but it would be a good movie if it was not Han Solo. That makes sense because technically the entire thing is Fast and Furious. It's technically look, the movie starts. It's the new movie Star Trek. Steals a car, goes on a real fucking thing, and then it turns into time to put up a crew and go on a job. You
It's
know?
like trying to be gone in 60
Yeah.
seconds or something like that.
But remember
Yeah.
the Kirk intro in the Star Trek movie where he stole his stepdad's car and was driving and
Oh
he's
yeah.
so badass. Well, technically that's how it starts. They try to show you how badass he is.
Oh okay.
Then after that, he turns into I need to put a crew together for a job, and then he turns into Fast and Furious
Huh.
Yeah,
because
I'm
it's
not.
about the fam. You know,
Yeah, I think that I haven't actually even seen. I think Last Jedi was. Did Last Jedi come out before or after Rogue One?
Rogue One came out before everything, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't it the first one before even the?
No, it was after. I know it was after Force Awakens.
It was either before or after Force Awakens. Yeah.
I can't remember. It was either The Last Jedi or Rogue One that I saw as the last Star Wars movie. Because I didn't see Rise of the Skywalker or whatever that was called. I
Mm,
was just done. Like after Last Jedi, I was just like, this is not gonna ever
nope.
be something that I'm in, you know.
No,
So I was pretty out with that. Um,
that movie fucking sucked.
yeah, like I watched a couple episodes of The Mandalorian and I haven't gotten into that. A lot of people
Uh,
have talked about how great it is, and I was like, yeah,
there's two episodes I really did not like. Like when they get to that little town there.
yeah.
That's the one that I almost wanted to stop, but I pulled through, and then after that, I really got into it. I
Was it
really,
good? Okay,
yeah.
maybe I'll give it another shot then. Because I after the
It,
first, I think the first episode was the one where he goes to that snowy place and gets that dude and he
mhm.
freezes him in carbonite. And then I think the next episode was them on the desert planet or something like that with
Me,
the guy riding the warthog thing or something.
me, it was episode 4 when they get caught in that feminist little town.
There's a feminist town.
Yeah, technically, it's all women there that's there, and it's a pretty fucking weird episode, and that's the one that I went like, okay, that's weird. I don't like it.
That is
I
weird.
might stop.
Okay.
But then I continued and it does get good. There's like 2 or 3 episodes. You're like, ah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like really like fuck off. Like that
Yeah.
little YouTuber actress that was there fighting Boba Fett. That she's scrawny as fuck. Like the other girl that played like a Starbuck. I could see her fighting like resisting like Boba Fett in a fight. But seeing a scrawny little super diva black chick like scrawny as hell pulling straight versus Boba Fett, you're like, nah, that ain't
Yeah.
working. There's no way
Yeah.
she's outpowering bugging Boba Fett.
No, I saw that they brought what's the one Anakin's apprentice on that cartoon.
The
Um,
Twilight
Oh,
Girl?
Asuka.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's it, Azuka. I saw they brought her in, and I was kind of confused because the timeline seems like it'd be like she'd be in like her 50s or something, but no, I caught a little bit of that and it was cool. I worked at this place where they watched it at lunchtime, and I usually went out to eat. Like I'd go and I'd get something, but I brought my lunch that day and I sat and I watched it with them, and the action seemed like it was pretty good, but I had no idea what was going on. So like I was just eating my lunch and then I went and I did whatever once I was finished. But you know what little I caught, it looked like the action was pretty solid. But
Gargo's in the best Mendo episode was the last one of the season 2.
I'll give it another shot then. I'll give it another shot. I heard Bill
Uh,
Burr was in it, which was weird.
yeah, Bill Burr plays one of the characters, but dude, look, you don't mind spoilers at this point, right?
No, I guess not.
But
Warning spoilers, everyone.
what he's talking at the end is that Luke Skywalker comes to pick up little baby Yoda.
Oh, okay.
Like the ending of the episode is there's an X-wing coming in. What do you mean an X-wing? Then you see the X-wing and you see R2D2 in the back, and you go like, what?
Well,
And then you see the green lightsaber and you see Luke. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Well, I hope anyone
So,
who didn't want spoilers hurried up and turned off our stream.
so wait, if
So yeah,
doesn't
it's like they try to resave a bit Luke a bit in that one.
okay, well
So
that's cool then. Okay,
he
well, that's
comes in,
good.
he comes in to pick him up, like yeah, and then
All
he
right,
leaves with him.
I'll check that out then. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like
Brian asked, "Have you gotten into Alterna at all?" Pete's been releasing good books over there, digging T-Bird and Throttle.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually a really great book.
yeah, I really like T-Bird and Throttle.
I'm really looking forward to their winter stuff on right now. They've got a lot of really good stuff out.
Yeah, I
Um,
seen they had a campaign going on.
Edwin's got a little story in uh, what is it? It came out on a Wednesday, number 18,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Raid of the White Leopard.
Yeah, I seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to that. It's supposed to be like a Viking thing. I'm definitely into that, man. He really likes the 13th Warrior, and likes the Viking stuff.
Hmm.
So he's probably gonna put out a really awesome story with that. So I'm definitely gonna pick that up.
Let me see. Let me check. What else is folks saying? Uh, oh, Gargle pushing the red dress, and he says, nope." And
Come on, he's giving
that's
you the
right.
lyrics.
That's right, Dave. That's right. Wow. Thanks for spoiling it, man. What the F? Come on.
I can't wait for us to have super chats. People, let's get this channel over 1,000, like a thousand subs. So he has to read super chats because El Gargo is shooting gold right there. Oh, come on.
Let's go, girls. Oh,
Oh man.
El Gargo is still commenting. By the way, you can read him.
I could. Yeah. I bet I could. But I won't.
Oh, by the way, I bought a new game yesterday, Warhammer Inquisitor or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
My friend said it was just okay. He
but
wasn't.
they's really liking the new updates. He said it used to be like meh, but now it's pretty good. And it was like 20 something dollars for the full pack of 2 games with something named Martyr or something. So I grabbed it, and he says it's like Diablo,
Yeah.
and I enjoy
Yeah.
playing Diablo. So.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
bad. I liked Inquisitor. Do you guys have Deathwing? 40K Deathwing?
Yes,
That's a
I have the
great game.
I have the enhanced edition too.
Fuck yeah, man. You ever want to play that? Let me know.
And
Because
there's
that'd be cool.
There's a lot of things we need to play, Mark.
yeah,
Absolutely, man.
there's the Space Hulk too that I got.
Space Hulk. Oh my gosh, Space Hulk is so cool.
Dave's been like going like we need to be able to like have a big party like of people and go and play that game. It's only fun when you're a bunch of people.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
oh, we'll make it happen.
I love a good Space Hulk game, man. I love Space Hulk. It's yeah.
Uh-huh.
Definitely let me know if you guys are going to be playing that because I would definitely get on some Space Hulk.
Okay, but that's the thing. Just shoot us also when you're like, hey guys, what if you like playing?
Yeah, definitely, man.
I'm up for playing.
I mean, like I was saying, like I really enjoy playing Valheim, but dude, that's the type of game you sit down and you're like, it's like playing a D&D game. You sit down and you're like, I'm gonna be playing 6 hours here because it's like 4 hours of preparing to make a ship, an hour of travel to one place to another.
Yeah. Did you guys ever play that pirate game? The one where you have like a pirate ship and stuff, and you can fight out, like you can have a crew on a pirate ship. And
Yeah, that was
I've
fucking
never
awesome.
played that one. It looked like it was a lot of fun.
It was naval fights more than
Oh, is that
anything,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
No, but
Yeah.
that's the one you're talking about, right? Like you could ride it was like big fights with ships shooting the ship, and then you would throw the big bombs and the cannons.
Yeah, that's the one I think. Yeah, that sounds really. Yeah, it looked really. I saw videos of it. I was like, man, I got to get some people together
Yeah,
to
I
play
guess
that. That looks fun.
I guess it just depends. I remember a while back they were showing off. Like a lot of people really liked that one where it was a first-person one, and you were
Mhm.
part of the crew of the ship, and everybody else was a member of the crew.
Yeah,
And you had to run around repairing it and loading the cannons. And
yeah.
Yes.
other people were crews of other ships, and you would be fighting them.
I saw so many awesome videos of people like ramming other people's ships and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
trying to board. It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And-
what was that called?
And yes, David Feed, it is on Steam. We are talking about games that we play on Steam.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, Steam currently has a winter sale going on too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Oh, by the way, grab a Vermintide if you haven't played that Mark
Vermintide's
yet.
fantastic. Yeah,
Uh,
I
you
got
got both of
Vermintide
them?
1 and 2. Yeah, Hell yeah, man.
Okay, so let's make sure that we're friends on that fucking Steam thing,
Yeah.
because we seem to all be in the same goddamn type of games.
Absolutely, man.
And
Yeah,
if you like Vermintide, please go check out Deep Rock Galactic,
I'll check that out.
because you could join us doing that when we play
What's the name of that? Something. What was it? Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah,
E-Prog.
Deep Rock.
Deep Rock.
Prog rock.
I was confused.
Poor soul isn't here to
Oh, man,
say
that does look
to
sick.
talk smack about Deep Rock Galactic.
Dude, it's a fun game. I really enjoy it.
I like dwarves.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah,
Vermintide with dwarves, but what you do is you have to go mining for resource and stuff, and you get waves and after waves of monster, and you have like 4 different classes, and it's pretty goddamn fun.
Right on.
It's one of those fun games that I like to go like, okay, I'm taking an hour off from what I'm doing, and I'm going to go play two missions, and then I'm back to work.
Hell yeah, man.
And I can't wait to try that Inquisitor there. That looks interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
And Soul, I know he's not in the chat right now, and it's kind of weird. He hasn't been there in a while. I hope he's doing fine.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I also have Killing Floor 2. I haven't tried yet, but I bought it because he told me that he likes to play that game a lot.
Soul said that he left a comment on the last stream and said he wouldn't be able to make it this time because of like holidays and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but
He's
yeah,
putting up his Tenenbaum and stuff like that, and having a good German Christmas.
everything sounds so aggressive in German.
It does. Even when you say, like, well, really anything. Like, you take any sentence, like, "Wie geht's dir?" It's like, "How you doing?"
Whoa, hey,
Yeah, it's like, whoa, hey, whoa.
all right, I'm doing fine. All right. But yeah, Deathwing is on Steam. I really need to go through and look at the Steam sale because I wish list anything I'm mildly interested in. So I've got hundreds of games on my wish list.
Yeah.
I need to go through and like kind of look and see what's on sale and do all that one of these days.
Yeah.
Dave in the chat, he's like,
Let's play, damn it.
Dave's comment. He goes, and Sim is like a beacon for the monsters, which makes it more fun since it gets more manageable amount of enemies while he runs for his life. Yeah, it's like for some reason it's like every freaking monster spawn on me on that. Like when we play, it's like they can be like doing their thing, and me, I'm like wave after wave, boom, boom.
The only game I got in Steam is Darkwood. Oh, I think I have Darkwood. Yeah, I think I have that one.
You're gonna have to
It's
get
an
some more
interesting
there.
one. It's an interesting game. Pop says he started a new character on Skyrim, avoiding any faction and just clearing the fucking map.
When
Let's
Fashion
see.
comes
Oh,
in, going
Passion.
all lies about me. I'm like, did we talk about him?
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's
you're-
the artist on the book. I forgot.
so you're not a great artist, Passion.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Okay.
Mr. Feet says, Natverse ist absolut das Discounter. Ist so was? I don't know anymore.
I'll read it. Natwurst ist absolute das Geisteralter, ist sowas schön krassmann, streite mit mir.
Good.
Okay.
Very like,
And in English?
I wouldn't mind learning German. It sounds cool.
He wants to argue about Natverse.
Well, Sim could do that all day.
Okay, so Natverse is absolutely the spirit. Old man, that's awesome, man. Arbit with me. Is that it? So argue with me. He's absolutely the spirit. What's the spirit about him? Now, if you want to start that type of war, my friend.
Let's see.
Let's talk
Natverse
about-
ist
Yeah,
ganz
like-
gut.
I'm like, you want to talk about that? You want to start a fight? Let's talk about the pink guy.
There is no Red Dress Diaries coming anytime.
I thought we were going to call it Bearded Lady in Red. The Bearded Lady in Red, and I was going to star as something about Big Dick Murphy. I don't remember what it was. I was in the chat and we were talking about it. I don't remember who I was talking to. It might have been Pale Rider that I was talking to about that a few weeks ago. Maybe Soul.
Let's
I don't
see,
remember.
lighting rod of their hatred. What? Whoa.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I guess this is the big dick stream, so lighting rods. Okay, rod talk.
and Passion saying you're turning into a Lemmy from Motorhead.
Well, I mean,
Just
Johnny
gotta get the
Cage.
moles, man.
Johnny Cage says I was like a weak fusion of Lemmy and Triple H from wrestling.
Triple
Okay.
H.
So
So
now
David-
I guess
It's
I
time to
am.
play the game.
Yeah, I guess I'm the mini game.
The mini game.
So David Feet saying Galsty means the most erection inducing.
There you go.
Well, thank you. It's flattering.
He's saying that, all right, it is the absolute most erection inducing. All right, apparently my German isn't as good as I thought it was.
So why would it put spirit instead of this? Like,
Because
used Google
Geist means ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, like poltergeist means noisy spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so what? I thought you said Geist means ghost.
Yes.
Yeah, Geist means
Galsty meaning technically it's probably an expression meaning you get aroused.
super hot or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
That is true. Peller says he's usually drunk as all hell in chat. He's surprised he remembers anything from it. David says, "Told you it was softcore porn, bro."
Ah, there you go.
Mr. Feed says autocorrect. Sorry.
I apologize for my terrible German.
Oh, and by the way,
So it's no worries, bro.
if you don't have it, Inquisitor and all those, that game is like both games are like 20 something bucks. So go get it. I was looking at the special. Yeah, I am shopping right now.
It has a ton of DLC too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the full DLC, like the thing that's $100 usually, it's $20.
That's not bad at all. Then I might pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I really like the Warhammer Total War games too. Both of those are pretty good. They've got a lot of DLC too. I like Total War in general. Like I wasn't a huge fan of Rome 2, but yeah,
Don't
I'm a
get me
big fan
started
of
on
some of
Total
them.
War.
That's
They're
the
hard,
war
man.
one. That's the tactic ones, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm very disappointed in Total War. They've gone downhill.
They really have, man. They
Hello,
really have.
Hello, Amanda B. Merry Christmas to you.
Every
too.
new
Yeah,
every
Merry
new-
Christmas.
Every new Total War, they take features out and they just lower it and make it.
Yeah, they're making it more easy for people to step into it and play without having any sort of
Isn't it
For
weird?
me,
They're
the-
trying to
for
do
me,
that
the-
with everybody. They're trying to dumb down everything. So
Well,
yeah,
They're doing that with D&D too. Like that's what
Yeah.
5th edition is. It's just
They're
a
doing
way
that
to
with
dumb it
everything.
down.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything has to be easy. Everybody has to be able to finish it. Because if somebody can't finish it, they feel very undervalued.
For me, even like with video games, for me it's been indie games. That's what I mostly play, like smaller,
Mhm.
developer games.
That's why I got hooked up so much on Depot. That is one. That's one of those little
Like,
indie games, man.
Yeah,
Like, I
there's
play,
Like two Germans, I think it is too.
like I play a lot of a game called Star
Sweden.
Sector. I play a ton of that game, and it's only like a couple people doing that game. But I play a lot of it. I play RimWorld, a lot of those stuff.
cool.
So it's all little 1-2 guy almost developers.
What was it
like-
that I was playing recently? It's I can't remember the name of the game. I picked it up, but it was in their fall sale, and it was dirt cheap. And it's just a straight up strategy game, and it is super difficult. It's basically like a World War II simulator. It's not like a simulator like you go out and you're shooting and stuff like that.
Men of War.
It's a War in the East. It's the German Soviet specific theater, and you can play as either one, I think. But it's a really really difficult strategy game. Like you have to make sure that you have
Oh, I've
supply
seen this
lines and
one.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really odd. Like it's a lot different than any strategy game that I played. I thought it was going to be like a Total War. And then I
Oh
started looking
yeah.
at the pictures, and I was like, man, what the hell is going on with this? So
Yeah.
I
This
picked it up.
is
It was like $3, I think. So
this is a epic scale strategy. Yeah. This is more like a yeah. I
yeah,
know.
it's strange. Like it's a lot different than any other game that I've played. So uh, it it
Oh,
I
it's
can't tell if I
Slytherin.
like it.
Okay. Yeah, I've played a lot of these through like Paradox and stuff. These epic strategies or
Yeah,
whatever, like these. And this is Slytherin. Slytherin is the publisher. They tend to put out kind of middle games.
yeah.
That tends to be like middle ground. It's average at
It
best.
had a lot of positive reviews, and it was cheap. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. Um, it's it's I've put a couple hours into it. I think I've put 3 or 4 hours into it, and it's not bad. It's okay. Um, I've only played one specific battle. Like that was the battle for the German push into like Minsk and Poland.
Mhm.
It's not bad.
And
It takes a long time to get used to it. Like I've put
Yeah,
4 hours into it, and I'm still like I have almost no idea how to play it. But it's it's
yeah.
interesting.
and
Like that's how like Paradox's grand strat. That's what it is. Grand strategy.
Grand strategy, right?
That's what they call them. And Paradox does a lot of them. And it takes like hours and hours. Like it takes forever to learn everything. And then and there's a lot of those types of games. If you're looking for like fantasy, there's like the what's the Conquest of Elysium and some other ones.
mhm.
Okay.
There's a lot of grand strategy titles out there. I play a lot of them just because I like things with a ton of replayability. Like that's what got me into Total War was
Yeah.
that replayability. Like I don't what was the last Total War I finished? Like I completed a whole game.
I
Shogun 2.
I don't know, but let's say hello and welcome and Merry Christmas to Katie.
Oh, hey, let's see. Amanda B. Merry Christmas, Amanda B.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
I'm sure someone's over there enjoying your delicious looking balls.
You're late. We already said Merry Christmas to her. God damn it.
Katie says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Miss Katie. Dave says, yeah, Chris is a gaming hipster. I guess.
Mhm.
I don't play mainstream games. They're boring.
I haven't really. I thought about playing the new Halo game, Halo Infinite. I have no idea. I didn't even know that was coming out. But the one game that I'm super super hyped for is Space Marine 2. I don't know if you guys played Space Marine 1. I don't know if it's by the same people that did Space Marine 1, but I really enjoyed Space Marine, and I didn't know that I was going to get a sequel. But they just announced it not too long ago. I saw that when the trailer dropped, and
Yeah.
I was pretty hyped for it. I'm a big fan of that game.
I
So
I'm I really like the first one, but I don't get hyped about anything anymore. I am skeptic
yeah,
of it because of it. Apparently, it's not Relic that's doing it
yeah, no,
and
it's
stuff.
some by
So
somebody else. I don't know who's doing it.
yeah, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I'm happy to see the storyline continue. If it's a decent game, that'll be awesome.
Apparently, it's taken place like in a big time skip, like 200 years later.
To be fair, it's 40K.
Yeah,
So,
and
who
he's like
knows?
he's a Primaris Marine now.
Yeah, well, he's got the two. I think he had two of the bolts, like the bolts in his skull that
Yeah,
represent the
the
centuries.
service studs.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
now he has four. So
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Man, you were getting so many of these guys in the chat that are the bots. I mean,
I know,
we
right?
got
I
another one.
know. Yeah, I don't know why.
It's been happening more and more.
Like, I don't think we've like had any of them, and this is now I'm just getting bam, 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 bam. I seen Pops had some, I think, in his chat at one point in time. I
I
don't know
think I
why we're
saw
getting
one
so
on the
many.
hard line.
Yeah.
Like months ago, there was a Chinese bot. I think months ago on the hard line.
They're
But that was
starving.
yeah.
Mm.
But that was probably 4 or 5 months ago.
Let's see. Dave says, "Didn't you finish Warhammer Total War 2?" I don't know. I don't think so, but I mean, I might have, but because I was playing those with my friend Will, and we might have finished it.
I
But
finished the campaign on that one for the orcs and for the dwarves, but I haven't finished for humans or anything
well,
like that.
with games, especially strategy games, I'll play them. I'll start a new game, be playing, and then I'll reach a certain point, and I'll be like, okay, I've pretty much done everything. Especially with Total War, because once you get to a certain point, Total War, it's just basically cleanup.
Yeah,
You know, you're finishing
yeah.
the map. So I'll get to that point, and then I'll go, okay, starting over. I'll just start another one.
What's the Total War? It's not Napoleon. It's
Empire.
Empire.
I
I
loved
I
Empire. I
started
loved
a
Empire.
I started a Total War Empire campaign with Prussia, and I can't like I keep middling out. Like
Mhm.
I end up going like I basically end up going against the Austria-Hungarian Empire. Like that ends up expanding, and then I end up kind of like right up against them, and then not being able to like get around them or anything. I ended up having to take out Poland, Lithuania, and basically now I'm at war with Russia, and like Sweden's expanding above me, and then Austria-Hungary's expanding below me. But I keep expanding outwards into Russia, and it's just not going anywhere near how I wanted it to go. So I end up I think I've had to restart that campaign twice because I just have no idea how. Like I just keep trying to go south and it's going nowhere. So yeah,
Yeah, I think the last Total War I really liked was Shogun 2. And then after that, it kind of went downhill for me.
I don't know if I have Shogun 2.
I loved Shogun 2. It was such a good game.
I think I have Shogun 1, but I don't know if I. No, I do have Shogun 2.
And the expansion, what was it? Fall of Samurai. That was a good one too.
I've only.
Fall of Samurai was one of the better expansions I've ever played.
Oh, cool.
It
Was
was
that
it was pretty much its own game in itself.
was that like the rise of the Meiji and stuff like that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like when like when you had like the U.S. break, basically break the isolation of Japan, and
Right.
you had all the foreign traders coming in, and the Meiji revolt and everything. So you had like muskets and cannons and everything being a thing in the game, and you could ally with foreign powers to get like certain units and stuff. Yeah, so you could pick traditional, or you could pick like modernization kind of paths in a way.
That's interesting. That's actually
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, so you could have like samurai and archers and stuff, or you could kind of roll like with muskets and cannons. It was a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
I'll definitely check that out. I'll give that a yeah. I'll pick that up because the sale's going on.
Hmm.
Pick that up and play it. I think I put about 10 hours into the Shogun too. So
Yeah, I like Shogun 2. I really did. I like
right
Shogun
on.
2. I liked its how it was set up. Let's see. Pop says it is happening on every stream. The last 3 days they've been everywhere. Wow.
Huh.
Wendy B. Oh, Wendy B.
Hey,
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Hey, so
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. I barely ever can catch you live. Hope all is well. Yeah, hope all is well with you too, Wendy B.
Absolutely.
I ain't seen
Nice to
you
see you
around in a
back
long
here.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
It's always great to see you around. Oh, we got Red. He says,
How's it
hey, good
going, man?
people. Hey, we got Mo. Mr.
Hey,
Mo.
What's
Merry
up?
Christmas to
Merry
you as well,
Christmas.
Mo. He says, Sugar, why aren't you wearing something more festive for the occasion? Don't you have something dressier? or something?"
There it
oh,
is. There it is.
oh, Mo. I'm wearing my Christmas.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't you see Sugar like doing the hump there?
Me, my niece, and my mom all have the same outfit here, the Nightmare Before Christmas. So we all have it for wearing. Let's see. Brian says, "Oh, also, Duntless is pretty good for free to play Monster Killer. Just started playing around in it last week.
Oh, cool.
Duntless, never heard of that one.
I'll give that a look.
Okay, let me check. Let's see, real quick here. before we go back off topic, check grave robbers again. I haven't checked it a little bit. Yeah,
We got
look,
more backer.
we still got it up past 7,800.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's true.
Pretty good. Look at Sim's work here.
Yeah, fantastic,
Yeah.
man.
What a fancy heads.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
that's
that's really cool.
that's a fancy head braid.
My brother's going somewhere. Let's be going north.
He was like, he's gonna walk around with it, like the heads and all braided, like
Yeah.
on a rope or something. And I'm like, huh.
So wait, does that mean Richard sat there and braided all their hair together?
Yeah, it's gonna come into play in issue number 3, which is it's
I
gonna
always wanted to be a hairdresser.
yeah, the first issue is called Welcome to Hellhole. The second one is Showdown at the Grinning Devil, and then the third one I think is gonna be called Richard's Revenge. And that's when we see Richard really kind of turn into the monster that he really is. But no, it's I've written out the first 5 issues. I've kind of edited as we go along because things change and I get new ideas and stuff, and I think, okay, well, this would be cool, and I'll move parts around. But yeah, no, this was one thing that I thought people would really like, and I wanted to be able to get this to every single book. Like I wanted people to like have this idea in their head of what Richard is, and when me and Sim talked about it, we talked about like this idea of like the braid. So like he just starts killing people and braiding up the hair and stuff, and he has this big line of heads. So yeah, it's I think it looks.
Imagine the scene, after killing somebody, starts a little fire, like with fire, cooks a little finger while he braids the hair.
Yeah.
I mean, the level of rot and degradation is a nice touch.
That was my favorite part of it too. I thought that was really cool that it goes, it starts off kind of fresh and kind of like blends into, rotten and stuff. It's pretty sick. I like it. Sim did an awesome job on this, man. He's done some really like the mini print that comes with the book is really good too. I loved that. That was actually colored by Beacon too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could use it as like a big bolus.
Yeah, like whipping it around like martial arts and stuff. Get like a spear on the end of it.
He ties it around himself. He uses it as a whip.
Yeah, just like swinging it around and shit. That'd be hilarious. I'd watch that movie. Just swinging around a head whip.
Gargo's like, "Where's my Shania Twain song? I spent this money here."
I never guaranteed anything, Gargoyle. That was never part of the deal.
Pray we do not alter it further. The deal. Because that's... Never mind.
Let's see. Comics.
Yeah, and Beacon did a great job trying to keep the same type of tone.
Yeah, he did a really good job. I mean, the colors on this were really, really good. I mean, he got the skin tones really well. The sandy background, it's cloudy and dusty. It's really, really good. I do what?
Oh, nothing.
Oh,
my monitor just kicked off for a second.
Uh.
I was like, uh-oh. We're good.
no,
Never
but
mind.
I was really, really happy with how that turned out. I mean, you guys both knocked it out of the park on that one, man.
Thanks, Slayer.
Hell yeah.
Slaying it.
Slaying.
Let's see.
Beacon is starting coloring the Nadverse number 2, and I can't wait to see those colors.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah, man. When's that gonna be? When can we expect that?
I was planning on launching on January 20th, but
cool.
Now there's like 25 campaigns launching in January.
Damn.
So I'm considering waiting an extra month, and it also gives me
crowded.
an extra month to work on that little animation intro I want to do.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's gonna be between January 20th and February 20th, you could say.
Okay.
I'm gonna
it's
be launching.
It's getting crowded out there, man. I'm looking forward to it. it's gonna be a cool book. I really liked the first one.
Thanks.
The story with the I don't want to give anything away, but the story with the parents was really interesting. Yeah, that was cool.
It takes a weird twist, right?
Yeah, yeah, it did. No, I
And
liked it. I liked it a lot. It was so much comic too. Like I didn't think it was gonna be as thick as it was when I got it, but it's a decent amount of pages that was in it.
one of the fun little thing I did with that story when it came out in Zidara 9, it was not called Nat the Merc. So I was people thought that it was just a horror sci-fi, and after that they found out that it was actually like a part of the origin of Nat of the previous book.
Yeah,
So that's the
right.
setup I did back in the day. Like if you read the story, like you realize you don't know it's a Nat story till the end.
That's true. I mean, it's good stuff, man. I think
I'll be
that I
back
don't
in a
think there
minute.
was do what?
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I was really I really enjoyed it. I've actually got it sitting here too. But yeah, no, it was a great read. It was a fun read. I got it next to a couple of books. And
I'm
all the
happy
stuff that
people
came
like
with it
it.
too, man. The 6 a.m.'s stickers and stuff. Those were really
Mm-hmm.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they're vinyl too. So which is like if you want to move them after it, it's doable.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually what I was thinking about doing for the grave robber skull on the next campaign because
Mm-hmm.
I've got these stickers and stuff, but I thought about offering like a vinyl sticker as like an add-on, you know, for the next one. But
Brian suddenly old just joined Gargle in the all this talk of Head and Shania Twain. Man, I feel like a woman.
I was walking through a grocery store the other day. I heard a Shania Twain song and I thought of Chris. You
You're like,
know, it
"Yeah,
was
maybe one day I'll turn to now, and and I'll be in one of Chris's stories.
there you go. Oh man.
We need, you know what? I need to record something on my phone and have that ready to go.
uh, oh man, that's so funny.
The dress is coming out. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. Yeah, looks like it's a word change. Either that or the knees just got over.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those two things. It's a 50-50 shot at this point.
When are you planning on for number two?
I haven't decided yet. What I want to do is I want to get as much as the book as I can done before I launch. And with Passion doing, he's doing Doom Fate 2, and he's doing Tales of Novatera. With those two books coming out, he's got a lot on his plate, so we're kind of trying to fit in where we can. Um, you know, Once he's got a little less, we're probably gonna start kind of hammering away at it. So I might start with the side stories and kind of work my way up to where it kind of fits with his schedule. But I'm hoping for maybe sometime in the summer, um, maybe July or August, maybe a little earlier than that. Kind of just
Hmm.
depends on kind of just depends
So,
on his schedule and mine, and where it
see,
lines up.
my bro just came into my room. So we're
Oh
ready.
shit! Yep.
We're ready for when Chris comes back. See? So I love my bro. That's why he's my bro.
There you go, man.
We're not from the same mother, but he's my bro.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Uh, to answer Gargoyle, Passion is retired from Colors.
Yep. He retires from everything every time, then comes back.
Yeah, he's changed his name from Passion for Drawing to Passion for Retirement.
Yeah, he retired from YouTube and Twitch became YouTube. Retired from YouTube. Now he's a TikTok tot.
Yes, He's a TikTok thought.
Oh, he's rocking it there though.
No, he's pounding out some sketch
Yeah.
cards and stuff like that. He's doing some head sketches and all kinds of stuff on there. He's pretty popular.
Yeah, he's popular with the Asians.
There you go. There you go.
Excuse me.
Passion does juggle a lot of balls. That's very true. A tick thought. That's not bad. I like that. A tick thought. There we go.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah.
And you get
Passion for the grift.
passion juggles a lot of balls.
Passion for juggling balls.
Yeah, passion for the grift.
Shit.
What did we start here?
His name is it's the gift
Yeah.
that keeps on giving is what it is.
Yeah, passion for hating. Now, remember when I pulled that one?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's really whatever whatever you can fit in there. Passion for passion. I don't know. That seems like it's too far. I don't know. No, he is pretty popular on TikTok though. He was talking to me about that the last time me and him were talking. He was saying he's got quite a few people out there. He was trying to convince me to go on there and do some stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not an artist, so it's kind of like I guess I could read my writing, but
You
I don't
could
think
read your
anybody's
writing,
gonna
or
want
you
to
could
watch
just-
that.
You could just do stupid things too.
Yeah, yeah. I thought about doing a couple of things. I was thought about doing like a blacksmithing thing. You know, I like to blacksmith. Swords and knives and
Mhm.
stuff. So I thought about doing that, but
You'll get along with Dave.
oh yeah,
That's what he loves too. Yeah.
right on.
I'm sure you just said that, and Dave's like, "Oh, I got a new best friend." That's the dream that we have is to we don't want a ranch because we want a whole bunch of horses. We want a ranch because we want a blacksmith place.
Hell yeah.
We want to do props, weapons, and he wants to do robots.
Hell yeah, man. That's really cool. Robots? I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if I
yeah.
could. I don't know how I do with robots, but
But
everything.
okay, drones, get it?
Drones. I
Right.
see. I see. Yeah, I have a 3D printer for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, print
one do you
out the
have?
bodies and stuff. I
They
have
are-
a one up and I have a mono price
Okay, so you have the LCS. Oh, yeah,
LCS.
the plastic ones.
Oh
have the
yeah.
resin
Oh
ones.
yeah. Sorry. I thought you were talking about a brand.
No.
Yeah. No. I have a friend who he picked up a resin printer, and those are pretty cool. I thought about getting
Okay.
one myself.
Welcome back, Chris.
Whew. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh. Oh.
Dave brought this
You
for me, and he said
you
that.
cut out there, Sim. You cut out there.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a shame.
Passion juggles a lot of balls. Uh,
I haven't heard so much Shania Twain since the '90s.
yeah, I wish I didn't have to hear so much.
I think in 1998 was the last time. Was the last time I actually. Well, yeah, yeah. Metal printing made any progress yet?
It's expensive.
Yeah, I've
And
seen some
shipping.
people do it, but yeah, I don't think I'll be doing it. I was thinking about doing a leather. Yeah, no, awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about doing once I get the first 5 books done. For the 5th book, I thought about doing a floppy and a compilation of all the like 1 through 5 with a leather bound, like hardcover leather with like a grave robber skull brand on it, like it would be branded.
Nice.
I thought that would be pretty cool.
That would be fancy.
Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty sick. But I mean, it's just I gotta get there first. It's all dreams,
Yeah.
But,
Long-term goals.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like me, after, like when I get to Tales from the Adverse 3, like done. Oh, I wanted to have it in hardcover, like big
That would be
European
cool.
type of hardcover. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who's Dave's new best friend?
But Mark mentioned that
Is
he
it
likes
Mark?
blacksmith. Mark
Yeah.
said that he likes blacksmithing. So Dave. He's like, oh,
Hmm.
hello, one of my kind. What's up?
Hello there. Let's see. Hey, 656, Oliver. Hello, hello, sir. Hope things are going well for you this morning. This
Hell
fine
yeah.
day.
How's it going?
March 3. I don't know. That must be some sort of fancy
It's a resin
technical
3D
talk.
printer.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
He just wants to throw in our face that he got the newer model. Fuck you.
I wish I had one, man. They're pretty cool.
Progress.
Mhm.
96 Shania Twain was the smoke show.
Yeah, she was.
She was a good looking lady.
Yeah, and 100% Canadian. Oh.
Was she really Canadian? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Uh-huh.
October.
All right.
There's a lot of them that when you find out they're Canadian, you're like, oh fuck, we like some more now.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I mean,
We like Canada more now. What the
I wouldn't
fuck?
go. I wouldn't go that far. Now, so,
Oh, fuck.
that's it. That would be a sexy $150 level book.
oh, is it that
I
the
guess.
leather
I guess
bound?
Leather-bound.
yeah, I guess he was talking about the leather bound.
Maybe. I don't know how much. I gotta. I haven't really thought about the logistics and the price of it, but
It all has to do with quantity. So if you can print over if you can print over a 3,000 copies type of thing,
yeah.
like that's how what's his name, Adam Larson is doing it. He's printing in China too.
Oh, is he really?
But the thing is, the more you print, the cheaper they get, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I
But the
don't know
thing is, the
where.
logistic of it is shipping.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta. That's definitely expensive, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just something that I. It's one of those things where you sit and you think about like what you want to do and you know what would be really cool. And
Chris is like, Glenn, that's the newer model. I just took yours and Scotsman TV advice. I know, but if you took number 3, it's a new model. It's no biggie, dude. We're just like, huh, cool. But yeah, dude, I'm just happy that he's getting into it too. Like, it's fun.
yeah.
I just have to have more time so I can finish sculpting that freaking bust there from that.
Are you still doing the 3D sculpting and stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
I haven't I haven't touched it since, but I've been working on the book. I'm like 40 page in now on Tales from Nevers too,
Very cool. Very cool.
and doing that little animation.
Right on.
I'm trying to have some cool stuff ready for the next campaign.
Cool. Cool.
There you go. Brian says America's hat is a little overrated. Too much oppression for his taste right now.
Gotta get Trudeau out of there, man.
Brian says there's too much positive Canadian talk here. He's got to bring it back down a little.
Don't get me started with fucking Tugo.
Yeah.
And I need to get the fuck out of here and go buy my wrench in the U.S.
There you go, man. There you go. There's plenty of places to do it too.
We need the Inkslayer wrench.
There you go. Get a big gate with the Inkslayer logo right at the top.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
And then you have that's fucking awesome. Then you
Yeah.
can have a whole bunch of fucking swords everywhere.
That'd be badass.
From samurai sword to Atlantean sword. Wink, wink.
There you go.
Wait, I need to buy
Build
my
a-
Powerball ticket.
Build a barn just specifically for all of the swords and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And a fencing area. Come
Sure.
on,
Hell yeah, man.
we're gonna have the cons there. Fuck you.
That'd be cool as hell.
I need to get my Powerball ticket. I ain't got one in a while. It's up to like 300 and some million.
It might be in West Virginia.
That would be nice if I could win that. That'd be something. I'd get my castle. Just build me a castle in the mountains.
Mo
There
Big
you
was
go,
like,
man.
don't stop at a ranch, expand into a whole town. That's the plan. Because, I
Sim
move somewhere
City.
and everybody joins. Get it?
It would be a Sim City.
Yeah.
Hey!
No, but dude, we've all been joking about it. Like, when all of this started that eventually we all need to make money, right? And we all go buy land or houses in the same area.
Yeah,
So we, it becomes like,
that'd be cool.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh Jesus.
That escalated very quickly.
Yeah, that went off the rails.
I said Inkslayer, not Skinwalker.
Skinwalker.
Chris Fizz is like, lol, Montreal equals Sim City.
Yeah.
Hey, that's right, Wendy B.
You know, I'm
Always
not.
follow those country roads.
Hey,
You're out
it's
here to the glory land.
man. You
Yeah.
could get some cheap land in West Virginia.
That's
Well,
right.
West
Yes, you
Virginia too.
can.
That's
Well, I was
exactly
looking
where
at.
that's
Uh,
where we
I
wanted to
think.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place to buy. I was looking at there's a place where I think it was like 200 acres and it was only 60 or 80,000, I think, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we seriously sat there thinking like, man, if we threw down some cash and we built a house on there, that would be a ton of
Dude,
land.
Tim Pool just bought like 100 acres for $100,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. West Virginia is where it's at. If you want land, that's the place to go. I was looking at Kentucky too. You know, I'm in southern Ohio, so I'm kind of near West Virginia and Kentucky. And I have family, in both states, but it's Kentucky's a lot more expensive, but there was I think 200 acres I was looking at in Kentucky, and it still
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that bad. We ended up staying in Ohio, but it's those two states in particular. You can buy some pretty decent land,
Mm-hmm.
for not that much money.
So people keep backing our projects. It's definitely gonna happen. Me, if I make 100K on my next campaign, I think I'm moving to the US, but I'm trying to buy that ranch.
There you go, man. There
I
you go.
did it. I'm
I
not.
think I think I was talking to somebody, might have been you, Sim, where I was saying that like well, yeah, all of these like self-made people or people
Mhm.
that can that get to work from home like artists and stuff like that. I don't understand why they live in like these like big fancy expensive high cost living places when you could go to like West Virginia. We have such a low cost of living and everything. You could just
The only
save all
reason
kinds
why
of money.
the only reason why us like, let's just to give you an example why we're still in the big city. It's the kids and Dave University, college,
Yeah.
the kids with school and
Yeah, I
accessibilities,
guess that
right?
makes sense. Yeah.
That's the only reason. And right now it's like Dave is like, like he looks at me and he goes, you can just go fuck off and go anywhere and go. As long as you have fucking internet and a mailing system, you're good. I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
As long as I have high speed internet and a mailing in the office, I'm good.
There you go. Yeah, that's
Well,
that's the way I look at it, man. As long as you got decent internet and you can get the mail, I'm pretty happy.
Mhm.
I don't live on a big piece of property, but I've got about 4 acres, and I'm pretty happy with it. You know we're you know we're getting there.
Like Wendy's like, I can sell my condo in California and pay cash for a house there.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Me, that's the thing is like me, my goal, like I've said it a long time ago. If you've been following me, it's I just want to make enough money right here so I can move my entire fucking family.
Yeah. I feel bad for her living in California though. I've heard it's
Mhm.
gotten pretty rough out there.
Yeah, that's where Scotsman is too.
Man.
And Gargoyle's in Vegas, so it's not that far, I think. But
Right.
am I right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vegas is pretty close to Cali.
It just always baffled me how like you've got these people who are living in these tiny little apartments, struggling to get by, working from home as like artists or whatever. When you
Hmm.
could like come
This is-
come here and get like a nice for the same
Hmm.
price, get like a nice big house and
Yeah.
get all kinds of like peace and quiet and
That's my
enjoy your
goal.
life.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the only thing I never understood like about how some of these people are. And then they complain about how they have no money or they're struggling. It's like, well, then why are you living there?
Well, that from what I understand, people in California are
The people
fleeing
up
the
there.
state.
Yeah.
There's a movement to secede. Like there's a guy, there's a YouTuber. I can't remember his name, but reviews MREs and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
That's right. The song of my people.
yeah. Absolutely, man. My grandma's from West Virginia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. We're a proud people.
and I mean
Hell
to
We're
yeah,
be
man.
great. We're great people.
and to be quite honest, like it's like one of the first place I wanted to go is I thought about it. It's like not only that is good friends with Chris, and I'm like even the kids are like, oh yeah, let's go join Chris.
There you go. You live pretty close to Charleston?
I live in Kaiser.
I'm not sure
How
where
far
that's
away
at.
are we from Charleston? Maybe a couple hours.
A couple hours.
Yeah. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. I can look it up real quick. I can't remember. I don't travel enough to
Do you know
these
where
things down.
Bald Knob Mountain is?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah, that's where my family's from down there.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. 4 hours, really? Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
Yeah,
when did you,
I'm thinking of Morgantown. That's what I'm thinking of.
when did
Yeah,
when
Charleston. Yeah, Charleston's like 4 hours. Yeah,
4 hours?
I think so. It's
so
that's what it's saying on Rome to Rio. It's 4 hours.
No, Charleston, West Virginia, not Charleston, South Carolina.
No, Charleston, West Virginia.
No shit,
okay.
4 hours. Wow.
So Wendy is saying West Virginia has a program where it's paying people to move there if they can work from home and in and out of state. I'm looking into that. You see, yeah, but that's the thing is I'm Canadian, right? And right now with the entire thing of it, like moving and stuff, that's been a problem, right? Why do you think that Inkslayer has been created?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
there it
there
is.
you go, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't blame you if you go to West Virginia. Virgie's pretty cool. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's a cool state. It's got a lot of really cool parks. It's got a lot of really cool people.
When I was
I'm aiming on the fact that I'm building a business that's located in Canada and the U.S. And
Yeah,
more customers in the U.S. The more customer I get, the more value I get, and the more I can go. Well, you see, I can just go now. I'm there.
there you go, man.
we when I was growing up, everybody I knew wanted to get out of here. They wanted to leave West Virginia. They wanted to go to the like bigger states, right? Like the cities and stuff like that. And after going, I've been to DC, and I had fun there. And I can certainly see the allure of it, especially for someone like me who can't drive. Like everything's within walking distance. It's all nice, but I wouldn't trade what I've got right now here for any of that. Like it's because I can walk to work and all that, but like it's just so nice and peaceful, and
Sure.
I don't have to deal with all that nonsense. Like it's so chill, and and I can walk outside and go see the deer right outside my house. Like I got skunks that'll hang out with me, or skunks roaming around and stuff. Like it's I still get to go out in the woods.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
That's
that's I don't know how big your property is, but um, you know, with the land that we've got and stuff, it's the same way. We've got rabbits, we've got deer. There's a whole family of deer that live in my backyard in the woods, and every now and again in the mornings and stuff like that, I'll have a cup of coffee and we'll just watch them walk and graze, and
That's
you know,
the type of life I miss.
yeah.
it's nice, man. It really is. It's I don't know how close to how how primitive man lived and stuff like that, but there's a piece in that, you
Hmm.
know, just being close to nature and stuff.
I'm a country boy at heart, dude. I got like it's one of the things that a lot of people don't know, but Quebec people were pretty much raised like cowboys. We look up to cowboys. That's what we are,
Hell yeah, man.
farmers and shit. And yeah, you know, we all want to have a ranch.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Well, I mean, I don't
Uh,
have a ranch, but I know people with ranches, and it's pretty great.
it's just a way of saying, like,
Yeah,
we all dream of being cowboys at a certain point.
sure, sure. To Wendy though, I mean, I'm sorry that things have gotten so bad out there. I really am. I used to think California seemed pretty cool, and it seems like it's gone. From all accounts, it seems like it's gone pretty downhill. So I'm sorry that that's kind of fallen out and stuff like that. As
It
far as
sounded
Oregon
nice.
goes, I got a
What is
couple
it?
of.
That's what I'm like. What does he mean? It sounded nice until they decided skunks were a selling point. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, okay, like
It's just the wildlife, I think, is
yeah,
what you were
like
getting at, right?
well,
Not
like
skunks in particular.
yeah, like well, the old house was we had more land at the old house, and then of course the yeah we lived out in the boonies, so like you had even without not counting just our property though, even like there was just the mountain, up in the woods and everything. There was the lake and everything back there. You could just walk around and stuff. And I mean, we've had bears, foxes, all that stuff come in on our in our yard, in our backyard, and up on the hill. Just roaming around. We've had deer just hang out in our front yard and stuff at the old house, all that stuff. And it's really nice. Yeah, that's where we had the rooster and everything. This new house here, I'm in town, and I have a small property, but just I have a backyard, and that's about it. But even then, like I can just right down the block, boom, woods.
Yeah,
There's deer right there. Like I see the deer every day on my way to work at night, and skunks will roam around, raccoons, occasionally cats, stuff like that, and like right down there, like a few minute walk is the lake. There's a lake
yeah,
that runs across underneath the bridge. So I mean, I got plenty of options still to go out because that's what I used to do at the old house. Was anytime I needed to think or even because I like to walk when I'm on the phone, I'll pace. I'll just go out and walk up in the woods while I'm talking to somebody,
that's pretty cool.
and I could sit there and think about things or whatever. And I still do that now. Like if I want to go out and go for a walk, I can just go do it, and I still get to do that, and that makes me really happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
I get
Like,
it,
and
man.
I couldn't do that in DC. What was it?
I
It
get
wouldn't
it.
be the same.
I totally get it, man. Like I said, we moved away from. I mean, we weren't in a big city or anything like that. We were in suburbs, but we moved from the suburbs out here, and I mean, it is quiet. It was actually pretty eerie at night for the first time we stayed here. We didn't have blinds and we didn't have curtains, so we were looking out. For the first time in a long time, we were looking out at nighttime and it was pitch black outside. Like you couldn't see anything. Like there wasn't there there's no lights or anything outside. So I'm just staring out and I realized that, there could be somebody 5 feet away from that window looking right at me. And I'd have no idea because of how
Hmm.
dark it was outside. So we ended
Hmm.
up buying, we bought some blinds pretty quick the next day.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's, the isolation in one way, it's like, it's not, people don't like being isolated, but at the same time, the what's the word, the solace of it, the
Hmm.
the peace of it, the quiet, is really nice. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like a balance.
Yeah.
You're definitely more on your own, but at the same time, you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
the
I can
only
go ahead. I'm sorry.
for me the only thing with that was I grew up like I said out in the boonies, and I had helicopter parents, so
Yeah.
my level of social interaction from all the way up until like gosh, my 20s even was very limited outside of like maybe just other than going to school. And of course, school, I was isolated there because I was getting, I was picked on. I was like the poor kid and all that, and was not very popular at all. So I got picked on a lot. So my social interaction was extremely limited up until like into my adult years and stuff, and looked like this and everything. So that was, I guess, the only downside to it. But I mean, heck, but it's so peaceful and no stress, no
Yep.
drama.
You do
Like
whatever
it's
the
so
hell you want to
nice.
do.
Yeah,
I
like
can walk out on my front porch or on my back porch, and I can just start, shooting into the dirt mound that I have
mhm,
back there to, to catch the bullets and stuff, and nobody's gonna blink an eye. Nobody, because there's
yeah,
nobody around me.
yeah,
You know, for a couple acres, but
I fucking love that shit.
I used to go out and get get stuff I needed, like in my boxers. I was just like grab stuff, run back in.
it's nobody there.
Yeah,
You know?
who's gonna say anything?
I miss having like, I used to have a house where I could park 20 cars in the backyard, and then you go from that to a freaking small apartment. Yeah.
Well, in the boonies, if you don't have like a few junk cars sitting in your yard, are you? What are you?
They
What
don't
are you
accept
doing?
you.
Yeah, like,
They'll bring you a car. We noticed you didn't have a car in your front yard. We just wanted to.
I got a few over here extra. I figure I just drop
Oh,
in
dude,
here.
I remember like the Christmas party we did. Like people were like, "Where are we gonna park our cars?" Because like it wasn't like really in the suburbs, right? So they were like thinking like you can only park 2 cars in your parking lot. I'm like, I opened the backyard. We fit like everybody's cars in there.
Yeah, we've actually talked about putting up like RV stations and stuff on the side, so that people can come and park RVs and stuff when they come to visit. Because we have a lot of out of state family and stuff that comes, that drives all around and stuff. And we thought about for like the summertime doing like big, what would you call them? Like big parties and stuff. Like have like a big 4th of July, Labor Day, stuff like that, and have a lot of friends and family come out and have these big, like weekend long
Chris,
barbecue party things.
But that's why I was saying, Chris, I miss that about living in a rural area, actually seeing stars and night sky.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, it's like
Another one.
it's one of the things we need to do. Let's just all move to West Virginia so we can all do that. Every night we do it like a stream. We're all like outside by the campfire going, hey, there's stars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that I like about this property is that on a clear night I can see pretty clearly, and I have some telescopes and stuff.
Where are you at?
I'm just outside of Dayton, Ohio.
Mm.
It's like 45 minutes north of now maybe a half hour depending on how fast you drive north of Cincinnati. It's southern Ohio. Do you know where it's at, Chris?
Which one?
Dayton,
Dayton.
Ohio.
Gosh,
It's pretty well north of you, but
That's another name I recognize, but
It
I've never
sounds
been
so
to
much
it.
like so much like something out of Lucky Luke, the Daltons.
oh yeah,
Dayton. Yeah,
Right? Every time you say it, I go, yeah.
It's
people have brought it up. Dayton. Yeah, people have brought it up, but I can't. I don't
It's-
think I've been there.
It's not like actually I think it's like the 5th largest city in Ohio. It's not huge. It's like obviously there's I think Cleveland's the biggest city, and then I think it's Columbus, then Cincinnati, and I want to say Toledo might be
Yeah,
the
I feel
4th
like-
biggest, and then Dayton.
I feel like people have been there for something, but I've never. Folks I know, like maybe my brother or somebody's been there because of some event or something going on there, but I've never been there.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not great. It's
Oh.
good. It's good. But yeah, no, I like it. We've got like I said, we've got a decent little piece of property here, so we're pretty happy.
So I'm guessing Denise came in.
Yeah.
That's when everything goes to hell with Chris. It's like, oh, nothing exists anymore. See, he's just off. I know nothing. I'm sorry, people in the chat. Chris was saying, nice, Ohio rocks. I know a lot of people from that state, and everyone really is pretty cool. Yeah,
Oh,
even
cool.
Dave Chappelle's there, and yeah.
Dave Chappelle actually is. I think he lives about 15 minutes away from where I'm at now.
That was one of the other places that I was considering. Like when I was talking with Joe Ball, it was like, you should consider Ohio. It's one of the best places to go. Like,
Yeah, it's not bad. There's if depending on where you live, it's actually really nice.
But the winning part was like we're very close to mountains, but a lot of like,
Yeah, if you want to live in the mountains, you're gonna have to live in southern Ohio because that's
right.
really deep like close to West Virginia.
Yeah, but that's when when the world turns into zombie invasion.
Oh,
That's where
yeah.
you head for the hills.
Head
Run
for
for
the
the
hills.
hills.
Yep, Iron Maiden. Hell
Run
yeah,
for
man.
your lives.
God, that's such a great song. Iron Maiden's awesome, dude.
Yeah. And come on.
Anything we-
Hey, Allie.
Look at that print and tell me that shouldn't be an Iron Maiden cover.
It should be, man. We should. That's you know what. I have an idea for a comic book. We'll talk some other time. Maybe we could do something pretty bad. I have a pretty cool idea for a comic that people like.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it some other time. But yeah, I think that actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
All right. All right. Unfortunately, I really need to get off here.
I understand. It's
The
the
niece
holidays.
just showed up. Yeah, she just showed up. I wasn't expecting her to be here this early, and she's starting to bring stuff in, so I gotta hop off.
Sure.
So don't forget to sub, like, and share. 500 gets you a chance to win original art by yours truly. And
Kicks ass.
did you ever notice then the logo of Nat on his back?
No, I didn't
I
actually.
don't. I'm
I'm gonna
not a
check
big
that
Van
out.
Halen fan, so I have no idea. Have you ever seen that?
Right
Have you all ever seen that Walmart woman freaking out?
Yep.
Where she's like, "You accuser of the brethren."
What?
You've never seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious! I'm trying to find just the clip of it, and I'm trying to find it.
So did
And
you
all
find-
I, ke- all I'm, I like just the pure clip.
The
Yeah, there it is. I think I found it. Okay. Maybe I hope this is the full clip of it. I'll show this before I go because I find this one hilarious. He's like, accuser of the
I'm just
brethren.
trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker.
Oh wow.
You do. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please pick up my groceries?
Fuck you. I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
It's like what? Wow.
Wow, this is.
You got to ask Jesus Christ.
I
We're all
don't have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay,
He's not going to force you to do
you're
it.
sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
You
Oh my God.
motherfucking accuser.
Accuser of the brethren.
Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
I don't know who this woman is, but I fucking love her.
I'm sensitive.
Accuser of the brethren. Yeah, it's like,
I just want to get
what
some
the
groceries and go home.
It's like I'm just trying to leave.
world? Like, what is going on? And they end up having to get cops order and
Oh
pull her
my
out.
God.
Like,
This is hilarious.
yeah,
And you are
it's
too,
wild.
bitch.
You need to accept Jesus Christ, motherfucker.
With them.
It's like, all right, lady.
And holy fucking terror.
Yeah,
Fucking fire and
there's a
brimstone.
guy
You
I was-
fucking get it? Yeah.
I seen this, and then there's a guy on Facebook who like does goofy voices, and that's what he does. It's like,
I mean, it's
Goofy voice.
not the way to do it.
Yuck.
yeah, he's like, you yucking accuser.
That's hilarious.
Who the fuck told you what my title is, motherfucker?
Oh my God, this lady is crazy.
Fuck up.
My title is.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Oh shit. This lady's awesome.
It just keeps going. Yeah, this thing's like 5 minutes long. Like, they end up pulling the cops in.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God.
she's like, keep it going.
This lady's. I don't know if she's crazy or just. Chris is saying that she is it's bipolar.
Could be.
That's my choice in life. Dude's trying to be reasonable with a woman shouting at the top of her lungs. Please be reasonable, man. Motherfucker!
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the rest. But yeah, it just
That
keeps
one
going.
lady's thing. The issue with her. Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up! You all better repent!
Holy crap.
Kingdom of heaven is at
This is Royal Rumble.
Yeah, like,
fuck up!
like she's just screaming.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Yeah, and it just keeps going until like they eventually get like cops in on her.
You fucking know that!
Man,
Don't you know that by now?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
You
that lady's gonna throw down. And
fucking
like it just keeps going.
better off than any one of you motherfuckers!
holy crap. Lady's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Like they eventually, like finally, they get the cops in, and they get.
Oh my god. Everybody's clapping. There was a firefight.
And I think she even when she's getting her hand cut, she's like a fucking bitch to the person
You're
cheering.
good, man. I got like 5 minutes.
It's crazy.
What in the hell? You always see this stuff, but you never see it in person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind have been being there for that.
Oh man. What is this, Sim?
Oh, I was just showing Mark what I was saying.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, definitely.
It's like a win to Van Halen.
All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up now. I just wanted to show that to you guys, Mark, since you hadn't seen it. Like,
Yeah.
it like I had to skip there at the end because it was like 5 minutes long. But yeah,
Yeah.
you get the idea.
Sure. No, I'm gonna go watch the whole thing after the stream.
You fucking accuser.
I'm gonna show my wife that, and we're just gonna sit and laugh.
Like I don't mind dropping the F word, but that was excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just going nuts. All right, so thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks, Mark, for putting up with us for so long.
Well, thanks for having me, man. It's always a good time.
Yeah, I gotta get out here. Trinity's keeps popping in and out, bringing more and more stuff. Holy cow, did she bring her tower? For her whole computer. Alrighty, yeah, I gotta see what's going on. So, thanks everybody. What's the next one? Monday. Monday we'll be back. Michael Odin's joining us. So, looking forward to that one. We ain't talked to him for a while.
Yeah, and don't
Very
forget to
cool.
go grab yourself some Grave Robbers and some Tales from the Adverse One.
That's
Only
right,
19
everybody.
days
Hell
to
yeah.
go before the campaign closes, and it's not going in demand. So
That's right.
after that, if you want that Bisley print, you're gonna have to pay.
I would recommend it, and have a very Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope it's a really good time with family.
Yep. Merry Christmas
Merry Christmas, everybody.
and a happy